We've been waiting for this moment. Generations of innovation all coming together in one place. A pedigree of more than 70 years of NASCAR Cup Series history, from the past to the present, from Petty to Earnhardt to Elliott. Today, there's no more waiting. The future of NASCAR is now. Drive the next-gen cars today on iRacing and step into the next generation of racing.
Good evening and welcome. Man, we've had some technical difficulties tonight to bring this to you guys. So welcome to the final round of the NASCAR ANZ ESeries. This event marks a very special milestone for the ANZ ESeries.
Hello everyone,
and something everyone involved in is super excited about.
For this round, we have the prestigious
I'll fix this
Daytona
up and we'll be right back with you.
A track where many come to show their talents. Tonight, we'd like to see you do your absolute best as you compete over...
Okay, let's try again for the second time tonight. Good evening and welcome to the final round of the NASCAR ANZ E-Series. This marks a very special milestone for the ANZ E-Series and something everyone involved has been super excited about in the upcoming weeks. This is the first time that one of our races has a naming rights sponsor. I know that doesn't sound like much to you, but for us in the background that is massive. So without further ado, brought to you by the Berlin Motor Group, Nick. Welcome tonight to the BMG 150. We're doing 150 laps around Daytona. We're here, like I said, in Daytona International Speedway in the sunny southeast of Florida, home to places like Universal Studios, the Kennedy Space Center. What else is here? Disney World. But tonight it's going to be the home of tyre changes, fuel stops, fuel saving, strategy calls, teamwork, bump drafting, and also pushing these NASCARs to over 300 kilometers an hour. We're going to have heaps of giveaways. I'll mention those later as we get into this. Here to help me navigate through the 3 turns of Daytona is a man that needs no introduction, the washing machine himself, Connor Nixon. Welcome.
What's going on, mate? I'm glad I'm introduced as the washing machine.
Yeah,
It's
that's.
always
Hey,
nice.
I'm just going to get straight to the meat here.
Yeah.
We've had some technical difficulties in the background. I'll have to apologise to everyone tonight that we didn't get on a little bit sooner. I'm still right now working on it for everyone. So we're actually gridding. They're going through their debriefing now at the moment. Qualifying. Did you want to go through the qualifying results if you got them in front of you?
Yeah, mate, I'll go for it. So on our little front row for tonight, so our front row contestants are actually brand new to the series. So Tom Pritchard and Adam Malone, P1 and P2, Darren McKenzie, P3, so and Jason Holdsworth. So those two front rows, they're brand new to the series. We've actually got over 40 cars here tonight. Huge jump up from everyone. It's been an absolute massive work to get everyone here tonight, so it's been good to see.
Pots and pans are working. Let's go.
Pots and pans are working as well. P5, Mitch McLeod, good to see him. He's a big streamer, so good to see him. Thomas Byrne, one of our Vermilion drivers, P6. Curtis Bird, the Bird man himself, P7.
Oh, I don't think you got this right, to be honest. I really don't. I don't think you're looking at qualifying times.
I'm definitely looking at quali.
You know what? I'm going to hide this and you keep going through.
P7, Curtis Bird. Matt from Nitro in P8, good to see him. Oliver Pattinson, the Vermilion backing. P9, Andy Barber, P10. He does a lot of NASCAR stuff. That's going to be very interesting to see. Kyle Ridley, P11. He did very well on Tuesday night in the Nitro series. Thanks to those guys and Kyle doing very well. Matthew Brunt, P12, Dr. Epoxy, Stephen Kokoschki's teammate, Shane Van Gisbergen. Good to see him. Well done for his NASCAR debut at Chicago. Craig Roffey, he's done a lot of V8 supercars. Fitzroy, Vermilion, Shane Patterson, OP's dad. So OP, the little kid, beating his old man. Good to see that. Sean Doyle. Nigel, who runs the Nitro series over there, and they do an amazing job. So Nigel in P19. Daniel Vennicott, he's been here since day one. Good to see him. P21. Scott Harvey, 2 halves.
Scotty 2 halves.
22nd, Steve Vella, Jamie Christensen, 23rd, Taya Serrano, Racing, blue flag entry. Good to see him. He did very well the other night, but unfortunately, Aaron Overseller got him. So P24.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, P24. Nick Bell, 25. This race, 150. He's in 25th. 26, Kenny Colomos in the GD3s, absolute dominates most of the time. Brody Shepard in the Vermilion Motorsports. Liam Banks, commentated P28. Ash Davis, 9.5. David Atkinson, OG of the series. You're going to have to help me out with that name.
Yeah, no, we'll get to that soon, but I think, oh man, there is so many cars on track. Just we've gone through a lot of them right there. There is over 40 cars out here on track. We'll get through them as much as we can tonight. We've got 2 hours of racing coming up, so we'll get through the names. We'll make fun of them. Don't you worry about that. So everyone that's watching at home, just before we're about to go full sprint mode very shortly, get yourself a cup of tea or something. Get yourself your favourite snacks. We're about to go absolutely berserk. We'll mention some prizes that we're going to give away as well very shortly as soon as this gets underway, but I don't know how you're going to call this because there is cars everywhere.
Oh mate, normally I'm pretty good at this, but this is a whole different thing. So we've got over 40 cars and some absolute bangers in the back too, and let's see what happens. So we're going to go live.
Green.
Daytona. Let's see what happens with BMG. Sponsoring this, Thomas Burnham people. Let's see if we can do anything between these 3 teammates, and they're off. So first launch we've got pretty clean so far, nothing really happening in the background. But those boys up the front, all 3 teammates, bit of squirreliness in the back though. No incidents that I can see.
I can't believe what I'm watching. I mean, there's been no incidents. Oh, as I say that, who's that that's gone?
Oh, up in the wall.
That's Daniel Vellicott, I think. And as you can see, just for everyone at home, it will get better as the night goes on. There is so many cars on track, so many liveries for me to go through. That's poor Daniel Vellicott. He's been shunted all the way down to the back there. So that's.
I was going to say 3 wide for Shane Patterson and Scott Harvey and Liam Banks. Liam Banks up the top. And they've been turned. 28th round. Shane Patterson getting through. Brady Skid's getting cleaned up. And Ash Davis getting unfortunate there. Getting absolutely messed up there. Shane getting through and Brad Newman. I thought it was Shane back there, but it's actually Brad Newman getting around. Have a look at that. Rudd got around him there, but that 38's not looking good. And who is that? I'm going to get a number for you in a second. 38, that's Jamie Christensen.
Yeah, that's yeah, I'm just watching him now. He's actually been cleared to go back to the pits. Tonight, just to let everyone know, there's going to be a one fast repair that's going to be happening tonight, so you got to use them wisely. Safety cars out on track. Let's go through a few names. We've finally got a time to. that's a lot of damage on the. I'm just trying to work out who that is.
Apparently my microphone's a bit low.
Nah, it's alright. I've turned you up. We'll see how we go through here. It's just the NASCARs are so loud. That's what it is, mate.
Yeah, that's what it is. We went from 86s to NASCAR, but look at Ash Davis there. Look at the cam you've got for that. Fastest lap just been thrown up. Tom Pritchard. Obviously, we're under safety car now, but mate, what a start! That was awesome.
It's a start for sure. We didn't think we were going to get here to the start, to be honest. I thought we were going to struggle to get anything to you guys tonight. We had major issues trying to get the stream up and running. I think it's the problem is that we've got so many people on track, and I'm just trying to find our locals before we get to the ring-ins tonight. We got some massive names as ring-ins. Who's that I've got on there? That's Steve Vella. I love that livery in the 05, the 05 machine. And he's up into P12. I don't know where he started. I think he started with P22.
Yeah, roughly, yeah.
Down on the apron, that's Thomas Byrne down on the apron there. So this is good. This is going to be good. Get this race under the control of the safety car. I think we've got a manual safety car out there. I'm just trying to find out who's actually out there on the track.
No, we've actually just got a normal safety car for
normal
tonight.
Safety car. Okay then, yeah. So
yep.
this will string out the field a little bit. This will get everything under control. So many cars on track to go over. So let's go through some names. Some new guys. The guy at the front here. That's Tom Pritchard. Let's see if we can get a nice shot. That's a great looking livery. That's Pritchard at the shop. He's new to the league. You put money up, and here they all come, don't they? They all think they can earn a little bit of a slice.
Yeah,
of
it
what's
seems
going
like
on
that,
tonight.
but it's great to see everyone out on track. It's Tom Pritchard and all those boys up the front. Actually, I've been seeing for I think 2 years now. It feels like now. But yeah, they used to do a lot of V8s back in the day, but they've moved to NASCAR, and it looks like they've been doing strong. And mate, a bit of a shock but the Birdman P3, what's going on?
Yeah, no, I was about to say that. Curtis Bird in the Whitey's Pies entry, up there in P3, where he belongs really, feels at home.
Yeah, it seems like that at this point, eh? Like he's we saw him at what track was it? Lime Rock in the 86s.
Yes,
and
we
he
did.
was up there.
Yep.
And yeah, unfortunately got in a bit of an incident, but yeah, I mean, there's so many cars out here today, and I'm just seeing in the background coming out of the pits, there was a good 6-7 going in the pits, even more spewing out now, so they're actually taking some extra
My timing screen has absolutely said, not tonight, mate. That's too many cars to look at. Just behind Curtis Bird is Mitchell McLeod. I know a few guys watching tonight know young Mitchell. Oliver Patterson in there behind him in the Vermilion number 26 entry. We skipped over we'll skip over Teo. He's a absolute weapon on anything he drives.
Yeah, it feels like that at this point. And we shouldn't say that because his head would swell, but yeah, he's done really well in that Pursuit livery. He said that's a brand new livery, so yeah, good.
That's a brand new one. Speaking of brand new liveries, Nick Burling here on screen. Let's see if we can get a quick squiz of what he's doing here. That's in a brand new livery. The Burling Motor Group, our sponsor for tonight. That man that's behind the wheel there, out of his own pocket, is giving away $300 to the winner of this event.
Huge money
it's crazy, and that's why we got so many guys out there too. But I don't think he expected it to go off the way it did. So I think we're all getting under control again. My timer screen is saying, yeah, I'm getting more cars out there on track.
Yeah, it looks like they're all grading up now. So probably a lap or two will be going green.
Yeah, we'll
but
go
yeah,
green again.
I mean, what a turnout we've had for tonight. I would almost say for the last couple of weeks our numbers have been low, but I've been saying like all we need is that little kick, and tonight it's just absolutely exploded.
And Nick Burling's given it to us too. Nick Burling's given us that that kickstart we really needed to get some guys in here. And to be honest, all these guys are going to have a really good race. The broadcast might be a little bit sporadic with what's going on at track. It's very hard to keep 40 cars on track, I can tell you, from a broadcast sort of things. But the guys out there will be absolutely having a blast out there. And one of those guys is the guy that I just had on track there was Nick Burling. He'll be absolutely loving this.
Yeah, he will be. Yeah, it's going to be sensational seeing all these cars go green again. But yeah, I'm curious to see what's Mr. Serrano's going to do up the front there, because he I guess he's not had a huge amount of NASCAR experience, but it looks like he's fitting in very well for his first experience.
Well, we've only had two green laps here, so yeah, that's a lot of experience I take. Hey, my money, as you know, through this whole season has been on the number 21 car here of Thomas Byrne. For anyone new to this league, he's on a controller, absolutely centered on a Xbox controller. So good luck to him around Daytona. He won't have the shaky leg going, but he'll have the shaky thumbs going for sure.
Oh, I could imagine, yeah.
Safety car in.
So here we go. So Tom Pritchard's going to loose off his teammates right there, and we're going green up the front, and they're flying. So Tom Pritchard getting a good start. Everyone in the back looks pretty clean. Most of it's actually single file in the background. Mitch McLeod on the outside, and he's going to absolutely get swamped from the front. So he's going to have no slipstream out there, but Curtis Bird and Tay Serrano tucking in to the back of the Tom Pritchard's teammate, which is Darren McKenzie. So he's just going to sit there, and Curtis Bird looking like he's going to stay there as well. Shane Van Gisbergen in the background making some moves, same as Brad Newman, and it looks like Kostecki's making some moves, and there's a yellow out again.
I was just trying to find out what actually happened there. I think Steve Vella, no, it wasn't Steve Vella, someone in the background there, I just took a glimpse of it. Could have been Kenny, I'm not 100% sure, but unfortunately this is going to be what it's going to be like for the first little bit. A lot of guys out there, a lot of difference in skill level when it comes to NASCAR racing. If I was out there, I'd be at the back just lapping slowly.
Yeah, I would be too. It'd be scary back there though. I can imagine there'd be a couple of people back there just cruising around. I see Jason Molesworth, who's a very strong NASCAR driver. He does a lot of American and a lot of stuff there, so it's going to be good to see him, what he's going to do through the night. 150 laps.
150 laps. So we've got Brad Newman. I'm just on board with him now. Right behind him is his teammate Jared Filsell. They'll be working together from the back. I'm pretty sure those guys didn't qualify at the back there.
Yeah, I think they did start at the back for a bit of a challenge. I did see Brody, Newman. I think it was Shane. No, I think Shane did qualify, but I'll double check. But yeah, it looks like all those boys are just starting at the back and making it hard for themselves.
So
it's good to see.
Look, to be honest, I didn't go out there and turn some laps. I normally try and get out there and work out fuel strategy and stuff like that. But when they said it's 150 laps, that just goes out the window. As soon as the safety car's called, as soon as I know some of these guys at the back will be going, oh, perfect. They'll be thinking strategy right now, thinking, okay, if we can conserve a little bit of fuel here, we can do this on 2 stops. But man, 150 laps around Daytona is going to be absolutely mega.
Yeah, it's got to be good. I think we see one of the Falcon boys going in, the Lobs, and even the Nitro boys. So they're all in. So all the back guys are just pit stopping now. They're not really wanting to stay out there with all the carnage and the chaos. They're just like, right, let's just get some fuel, because all those front runners are not going in for fuel. So it's going to be interesting at the end if we get a green flag pit stop to see where those guys end up.
Hey, it's a cool car on track here. That's Brody Kostecki. That's weird to say. That's Brody Kostecki in the ANZ ESeries Championship, coming out here in a really cool looking Boost livery. Let's just try and get a shot of it. Yeah, that's really cool. We know how good. We know how. He's in the 99, and we know his background is from Oval. So we'll be watching him. I'm just trying to find his teammates out there. I'm pretty sure. Well, Brad Newman wouldn't be a teammate as such. That's the Falcon boys, but I don't know who would be his actual teammate tonight.
I know they're all in one big chat, all having a yarn to each other, but I think they're all just having a yarn, and I think he's just got a different livery on.
Yeah, okay. It looks cool. It looks really cool.
It does, definitely looks cool.
Okay, let's get.
Definitely
Hey,
is.
while we got a second, while this safety car's going around, anyone that's listening, that's in chat, and you want to win, I'm just going to go through these prizes. I didn't get any photos of them, but I'll explain it to everyone. So, in the BMG 150 tonight, if you're racing, you're in. If you're watching, please like the YouTube stream, and also just general chat. Just chat to me, and you get into the draw. In the draw, you'll be in for some Sparco Sim gloves. They're valued at like over $100, which is an awesome giveaway. We've also got a Noco Lithium jump starter. It's a GBX 45. It's a jump starter for not a sim car, but a real life car that you can use when you're broken down or your battery's flat. That's valued at over $250. So all you have to do is get on there, give me a shout out. I'll say hello. See, Stefan just jumped on there. Up the Birdman. That's all you need to do. You're in, mate. Like the stream, and you're way to go.
Yeah, I've seen some comments before, mate. The myth, the legend, Donna Doyle.
Donna Doyle, baby. Yeah, I saw her in there before. I was gonna make mention of it a little bit later, but she'll be sitting back. I know that she likes a little bit of alcohol while she's watching this, so it is a long race. So don't drink too much, Donna. Drink responsibly.
Yeah, it's good to see her back though. But yeah, I mean we've mentioned her multiple times, but yeah, it's good to see her back. Stefan McCann, definitely know him. He actually did our endurance E-Series for Sandown, so and Spa. So good to see him.
Hey Donna, while you're listening, can you get Sean Doyle to go back to the original livery? I mean, it's great to see him in the Vermilion colours, but man, it just a bit of nostalgia fact for us. So next time he's out on track, make sure he puts the old livery on. Maybe with a shout out to you as well, Donna.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to see a retro round with everyone with their old liveries. Not exactly retro as in everyone's
Speaking of, I've got it on. Speaking of retro rounds, Curtis Bird did the winning retro round when we did the Vermilion car, and he's kept it. He loved it so much that he changed all his cars to this livery. So really cool to see.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's good to see the Birdman. He's actually a little bit of a sponsor down in the bottom left, so yeah, good to see him helping out the
yeah,
team.
Burb. Yeah,
ANZ.
he's helped out a lot, especially this one coming up. I've got some things to show everyone tonight, so that Ben's been putting together. We're about to go green.
Green.
Here we go. Tom Pritchard getting a good launch again. I don't think there's going to be much stopping him besides his teammate, and Darren just sits behind. Let's see what else happens. Pritchard out front, just sitting there, and his teammate just getting single file, and there's a safety car again. Something happened.
Wow. I think it's Tim Vaughan. No, Tim Vaughan's fine.
So Brody Kostecki on the radio being quite vocal about that incident. Shane Patterson, so there might have been...
Donna's just come on and said she hasn't had that much yet. I love that you use the word yet, Donna. So it could be a big night, boys. So Brody, you heard Brody coming over the radio about that, did you? I'm just trying to look at his car now. We'll look at what do you say? The left, right, front, rear.
That one.
We'll look at all of it. See if there's any damage. I don't see any damage. He might have just called over that he's upside down. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, we heard because I ratings, I think, means I guess you're how good you are. I guess I'd say that. That's probably maybe the best way to put it. And Brad Newman saying, "Oh, mate, you're only 3K." And
really? Is that what they're doing out there?
Yeah. So they're having a good laugh out there. So good to hear.
Hey, that's our fellow commentator that I've got on track there. That's the number 14 of Liam Banks. They did a good job. Oh, they did an okay job, I guess, in the Bathurst GT3s. Yeah. I mean, they gibber on a bit. That Mitchell, oh my God, mate, play the music for that boy. They did all right, mate.
Yeah,
they did all right. Do you see Dale Lube on here saying, "Have a drink for every yellow flag. Should be a great night." I don't drink, Dale. I'll be gone. That's it for this. I'll be just a paraplegic here, just watching.
Just pressing buttons.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to press buttons. No, not going to happen.
Yeah, guys, just get in the chat and have a laugh. That's what we're here for. So,
Donna
yeah.
says they need a trophy for the most enthusiastic follower. I mean, Donna, you've got some really good competition with Ben Nothling there having a having a chat too. He's very vocal when it comes to the chat. I do. I've mentioned it to a lot of guys because I don't drink. I get pissed on Pepsi. That's what I've that's what I've said before. So yeah, I can get drunk on anything. Okay, look, we've had a lot of this is.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, it's exactly right. We don't need to, mate. We're
Yeah.
you know what people that drink hate is that I don't need to drink because I'm full of life. They hate that stuff. Absolutely happy. They hate it. Yeah, I'm high on life. Like, come on, mate.
That's it.
Who's else? It's good that we got these yellow flags because it's going to be a big race. We are going to get into it, guys. Everyone's going to find their feet. There'll be guys already out of the race. I'm just trying to find. There's some guys
I can imagine
here.
there would be.
Yeah, I'm trying to
I can
find
imagine.
someone on here that there's a lot of guys that are in the background that I cannot see. For instance,
One thing I would the one thing I can imagine is just those cold tires and everyone getting used to how they're driving around people. But 69 in the pits. What a number.
It's a great number. That's a favourite of mine, 69. I'll just see if I can bring up a. Oh, there you go. It's finally working. I can tell you that the pots and pans are absolutely sizzling. Fire is coming off them tonight. So that's Nigel Seedale. He's new to the series. He's picked the worst race to come out to. 40 cars on track on the last race of the NASCAR series. But hopefully we see him in the Formula Fords, GR86s. Also, what else we do? GT3s as well. So hopefully we get to see.
on top of that.
Yeah. It's speaking of GT3s, Mr.
Yes.
Connor.
Yes.
Where were you? I was having a good battle with you, and then you disappeared.
Yeah, I
Don't use the excuse. Don't even say it.
what's skill issue.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, look.
Yeah.
To be honest, do you remember the incident at the cut-in with Greg Murphy and Ambrose, right?
Yeah.
Greg Murphy pretty much didn't have much damage from that incident and got out of the car and started yelling at people. He could have driven on and probably won that race. I think you were in the same boat. I think there was no damage on your car. You could have just turned right, taken it back up the mountain, and after the safety car, been on the lead lap and had a real good crack at it. But not to be.
Yeah, not to be, mate. I wanted to give my fellow commentator the win. I didn't want to ruin your moment, mate.
I did a lot of practice. I did 2 or 3 half-an-hour sessions practicing for that because I knew it would be big and I didn't want to be a wobbler. I really didn't want to be.
I was saying to the boys in the chat, I was like, Aaron's a lot quicker than what I thought he would be, and yeah, mate, that explains everything. But well done to your win though. But the move on Teo, mate, that was
if I got to replay, if we got to replay that, we'll have to replay that through the season somewhere. But if anyone didn't watch it, go back and watch the GT3. We did a 1 hour at Bathurst yesterday, part of the ANZ ESeries, and that was the final round of the GT3s. Epic. The first 20 minutes was crazy. Things were going everywhere. Connor punts me wide at turn 2 when we're going up the hill. Has a good laugh about it, and I had to fight back to get anywhere close to Teo, and Teo's tyres were taking a while to come up to temp, and I took full advantage of it, so it was good fun. Everyone's in here chatting. Have a shot of cordial, mate. Bounce with balls. Yeah, I will stand and fight anyone. Ben Nothing says.
And there we go.
We're going live again. Sorry.
Yes, we're going live again. So, Curtis Bird's a lot closer than it was last time. Let's see if he can get the move done and keep that bottom line. Curtis Bird's been a little bit too far back for it, but he's going to give it a crack. I don't think Darren McKenzie can drop down. The Barbie car, though, in the middle, car 29. So, Darren McKenzie's going to slot back. I don't think he's going to get back in that draft. No, he won't. So, Terry Serrano getting in there now. So, car 29 will be Mr. Fitzroy. So, he's on the outside. So the outside line we figured out, the boys were talking about, that is the fastest line when a bit of grip gets up there. So Teo and Fitz staying on that line.
They're really struggling to find themselves a nice line here. and they're very. I can tell everyone out there is trying really hard not to put this to another safety car.
I can imagine if Fitzroy's just taking the lead, so he's going to lead us here for a lap, car 29. And there's a safety car in the background. Try and get off. So Steve Velicott in the incident. Too many. Oh, there's a bunch of cars off the road. So Liam Banks involved, Velicott, Ash Davis, Steve.
Oh, look at that safety car! It's flying.
It's missile. Engaged. Should get a little safety, little replay of that because that was absolutely sensational.
I would love to get replays of what happened, but me finding it. Actually, you know, who was it? Who was involved? I'll try and find it for everyone.
Steve
Kokoschky?
Velicott.
Steve Velicott.
Yeah. Should be a few off tracks actually.
You sure it wasn't Daniel Velicott at the back there?
Could have been.
You know what? There was a
looked
crash,
like
everyone. In the back, some cars were involved. Once this starts to settle down, we'll get into it. Ben Nothling says safety car with the overtake of the year. So Ben Nothling and Donna Doyle are really getting into it right now. I think that it's come to blows, possibly.
Yeah.
Oh, Min's Admin's in here. That's great. Always good to chat with you. Last time we chatted, you were out at Phillip Island, making me very envious of your situation. Oh, and she also said my pass on Teo was an absolute contender. Thank you very much. I'll take it because I'll take anything I can get because I am in normal series an absolute wobbler when it comes to racing. And the commentating's taken over, unfortunately.
It's taken over, mate. There's nothing left anymore. So
Donna's actually said that Ben he's going to be arrested for elder abuse.
She's already pulled out the card, mate.
Yeah. So I'm seeing a few people come in. Tim Vaughan's actually stayed. Sorry, Tim Vaughan's not in P1. I was just seeing. I saw a few people come into the pits.
So I can tell you who's came in. So Craig Roffey, Andy Barber, Steve Kokoschky, Shane Van Gisbergen, and Dan Velicott.
We haven't seen much of Shane. He's been out the back, just biding his time. He knows this is a really long race. I mean, how long are we into it now? We're half an hour in. We've done 16 laps, 10 of those under safety car. Who have I got on? That's Nick Berlin there.
Nick, a lot of cars broken though in the background though. I think Ash Davis is out of the race. I think Daniel Velicott's out of it, and Liam Banks might be actually out of it.
Oh, is Liam Banks actually out of? I'm looking at laps now. So everyone's on lap 16. He's actually on lap 14. Jason Holdsworth was one of the first early casualties. I'm pretty sure he's out. Liam Banks could come back. I mean, a lap down's not that bad. You can get that back. Ash Davis, yeah, you're right. He's a lap down as well. Nigel Siddell. Hopefully we see him back out on track. We've got so many cool names. Andy Barber. Let's see if I can find him. Oh, that's a cool looking livery.
Yeah, so he's a part of a team with Tom Pritchard and Darren McKenzie and Adam Malone. So they're all in one big group. So they've got a lot of cars out here. Yeah, they're doing really well. So they're they're two guys up the front there in the same team. So I'm sure they're pretty happy with that result so far. So I think if they get all four together, they'll be pretty unstoppable. Because the next biggest team would be Vermilion, then Lobs, I think it would be.
Yeah, and speaking of NASCAR champion, hopefully we get to say that in the not too distant future. Here's the number 97 car of Shane Van Gisbergen on screen. He's been just playing around in the background. He's in position 16. He's in position 16, I think. He started in P14. I mean, I might be completely wrong here for everyone at home. I'm just making it up as I go along. I hope your timing screen's a lot better than what my timing screen's doing right now. That's all I'm saying.
To a point.
To a point, yeah. Yours doing this. I know what it's doing. I know what it's doing. So everyone at home, just if you want me to jump on board with anyone, Ben Nothling's asked if anyone's a Jack Smith fan. That's not very nice, Ben. All right, we're all fans of all our safety car drivers. Of all our supercar drivers, I should say, out there. Now I've said safety car. He's not going to leave me alone after that. Not going to leave me alone at all.
I could imagine there's a few jokes at work, Aaron, about that certain individual.
No.
No.
We would never
No.
make fun of anyone in supercars. Never.
No, not at all. No. Definitely, you wouldn't definitely do that.
I wouldn't definitely do that. Who's got control? That's Matthew Brunt. He's a fair way down at the moment. He's in position 11, so he's just knocking on the door of the top 10. 17 laps. We're going to be here all night, Connor. I'm sorry. I hope you've got nothing planned for tomorrow.
I've got the sleeping bag out, mate. I've got my coffee. I actually don't have a coffee tonight. I normally have one, but yeah, I'm bugging myself there.
Min's admin just said I would to that Jack Smith fan comment. Well, hey, to each their own, I guess.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, Connor, does he do anything for you?
No, mate. Yeah, nothing, mate.
Nothing.
Absolutely
All right.
nothing.
Well, okay. All right. I'll tell him to cut his hair, I guess.
Anyway,
Oh
so
no,
we're gonna
she's
go green
just told him
again.
no. Okay, sorry. We'll go back.
So we're going back green, and Fitzroy's going to lead the off start, and he's gone. So Tom Pritchard not getting the best jump there, and it looks like Fitz is absolutely gunning it from here. I know Fitz has been quick, but it looks like Daytona's his specialty in the Barbie car too. So car 29 getting a good launch, keeps Bird in the inside behind Tom. And then we've got Mitch McLeod on the outside with car 16 and car 25, the two Vermilion cars. So they're going to be pushing him along. Fitzroy in a good spot though. Mitch McLeod having a good run. Brad Newman on the radio saying if someone's blind, but anyway. So, and it looks like the Lobs boys, like 3 wide up the top.
Yeah, they've got a really nice line up the top there. I'm just trying to work out. That's Brad Newman. They've got a run on the outside. They're going to take the lead very shortly.
Yeah, and they might have this, so they're going to stay 3 wide. This is going to be tricky. Does the Barbie car get out of it? So car 10's just getting the absolute run of his life. He's got 6k I rating, and he's absolutely using every bit of it. Mitch McLeod just trying to stay on the outside, pushing him as high as possible.
Oh, that's Curtis Bird!
And the ball went wrong.
Oh, who was that? That was McLeod as well. McLeod is out of the race after that one. That's a massive incident.
Mitch McLeod
And Brad Newman, Jared Filsell have got themselves up into the lead. Oh, that's massive. That's Brody Kostecki. I'm pretty sure he's massively involved in that too. We'll see if we can get a replay of what actually happened there. Let's see how this replay goes. Oh my god, I don't even want to attempt this. Let's go. Oh, so that's Brody. That's Brody avoiding everything. Did he avoid it? Well, he did a really good job. He's out there in the doing some lawn mowing.
Yeah, he did well there.
So I thought he had damage on that car, but I might be mistaken.
I think that was actually the 9.5 Ash Davis. That would have been the car because they're similar colours, different number though. But just a bit of an interesting thing. I'm listening to the radio and I can hear Shane Van Gisbergen playing music in the background. So Shane's chilling out as usual.
He's having a good time. I was just going to say, Brody's been put back up to. They're giving away. They're putting their positions back at the moment. So we'll go back live. I'm glad that the replay worked. So yeah, back live with Brody Kostecki. He's back in 12th, so he didn't lose too much out of that. Brad Newman though, I just want to, that run that they had on the outside, that was amazing.
That was ballsy, but that was amazing. That was probably the best run we've seen for a while. I was going to say, and Jared Filsell not going into the pits, but I thought he was just about to go.
Yeah, he was faking it. He did a bit of a fake out for the guys behind him. I don't think if they're going to pit, these guys will pit at the same time. They'll come out and give each other the slipstream and the bump draft, which we were talking about. These tyres are probably going to last another 20 laps, but since we're under safety car conditions, they might go a long way. You'd be surprised how long these cars can go.
Yeah, I was going to say probably a good 50 laps that you start to know the tyre wear. They almost feel like they're not there, but when the tyre starts to wear, you notice they just start to go because you start wobbling around a little bit. But yeah, mate, what a run for the Lobs guys. Let's see if they can pull away at this point. But Fitzroy, mate, what an absolute drive he's having right now. He always talks about Daytona and all the stuff, and he loves his NASCAR. So it's good to see him there. He started 16th and up to 3rd. So he's doing really well there.
Just before that happened, Ben Nothlin on the chat says someone's going to die. Yeah, you must have a sixth sense or something. And Madeline Williams is absolutely distraught that the Birdman has been absolutely murdered.
No.
I'm just going to see where he actually ended up after all that. I think he might be in the pits for an extended period of time.
So I can imagine race control is trying to find everything in that incident. By the way,
let's just have a good look at this car. Right rear, A-OK. Right front, looking good, baby. Left front, yeah, that looks good. This is the Birdman, by the way. What about that? What about that right front suspension? Oh, we saw that. What about the left rear?
He might have got his fast repair and he went under the radar. That would kind of make sense. But he's done well. That would be crushing for the Bird though. He was doing so well there, and
he hasn't gone down that far. He's still in the top 20. He's back down into position 18. Yeah, I wouldn't feel too much. Madeline says that the Birdman always looks good. Yeah, he does. From whatever angle I have him on there, he's always giving us a raw smile or a cheeky grin as he's looking at us. But good luck to him from battling back there. But we just saw what could happen for the guys at the front. Speaking of guys at the front, where the hell have they gone?
So Shane's up the front.
So did they pit today? It's saying that. Oh no, here we go.
Brad,
I'm back. I'm Brad Newman. So what I'm trying to get at is the guys down the back. If you get a run with a partner, we saw Brad Newman, Jared Filsell pick a line on the outside, and they're lucky enough that no one went up high enough and just stuck it and took over 10 cars to get to the front.
Yeah, I'm surprised that no one went up there and just went, no, you're not going there. But I think the guys just went, we'll just stay here and keep it safe. But it looked like the bottom line there with Curtis, I think he's just moved a little bit and it's all just went up in smoke. And yeah, it was a huge incident. And we've still got 36 cars in this, so they're still laughing around there. But Jesus, the carnage that that incident was huge.
That carnage is about to subside. We're going to see some probably more sensible racing from here on in. We're going to have Brad Newman and Jared Filsell working together very, very well very shortly. Brad Newman doesn't like to lose, we know that. So he's going to have a teammate there pushing him all the way. The other teammate that they got down here he's back a bit further. I did see another... Oh, Shane Van Gisbergen. What am I saying? So if he can make his way up to that trio, those Falcon guys, and we've seen them before in other series, can drive away with it. So the guys have got to be either get into the middle of this pack with them, stick with them, and make moves when they're least expected.
Well, Brody's the closest one, and the safety car's going to pull off, and Brad's going to control the field. The Vermilion boys are not far behind, and then we've got Tom Pritchard and his teammate there, and Teo Serrano. So let's see it go green again. Brad getting a good start, and they've went straight to single file for those Logs boys, and it looks like they're going to follow the bottom line. Look at all those cars going by, and mate, they are just flying 300 kilometres an hour. They're almost pushing already. They've already gapped Fitzroy already, so Fitz needs to pull that slipstream back.
Yeah, these boys are working well together. Brad Newman, Jared Filsell have already started to gap the field. Oh no, hang on, I take that back. Fitzroy is not giving up on the hopes and dreams of $300 in his skyrocket.
Yeah, he definitely want that money. I know Fitzroy was like, yep, I want that money. So they were joking they were going to spend it on CSGO points. So
oh, that's fantastic.
So mate, they were having a good giggle about it, and yeah, those boys behind Tom Pritchard is not out.
Careful on the re-entry. So here comes Shane. Shane's on the outside, yeah, down low at the re-entry. Yeah, it was full on.
Yeah, it's huge.
So,
Brody Kosecki trying to
hit
make
the
a
wall.
move. Scraping the wall. Shane's trying to follow him, but look at that. Tom Pritchard and all those boys are not giving it up this time. They are holding on for dear life. They know Brody and Shane's coming, the two most aggressive drivers we've seen for a while.
Brody's just gone up to third place, and here comes Giz. So these boys are going to be working together and pushing these cars to the absolute limit.
Yeah, and they've just 1, 2, 3, 4 now, so they're all in one big pack now. So all they can do now, they can just pull away now. But I think Shane's going to try and make a move around Brody when he can get the opportunity. He's on the outside, so Shane's went out of it, and this is when chaos is going to start happening. So Shane's on the outside, he can't really do much. Phil Cell up the top as well. They're going to let Brody through though. They know
What
Brody's
a run
got
on the
good
outside.
experience.
That is so quick up there.
That's huge, isn't it? And I was going to say, Tom Pritchard up the inside. He's the one that's the odd duckling, you could say, and he's up to second now, so he's going to follow Brody through the car. 6:29's coming through too. So absolute flying. So, but the boys are going to stay at the top. Teo's going to stay with them as well. Teo's just been smart and not doing anything dumb at this point in time. Brody trying to lead him off though. Brody's one up top. Tom Pritchard staying low. Most of the field staying low. Tom actually will get the most slipstream out of this. Brad Newman pushing Phil Cell the whole way around. You can see Brad just almost actually turning him there. You see Brad's half of his car was on half of Brody's car, so that could have been an incident, but they're doing well. Mate, these shots you're pulling are absolutely amazing.
There's I can go all day, mate. There's so many guys on track. Oh, that's wide. Unless he's letting go.
Wide. Look at this.
Back in.
4 cars pulling away. Teo Serrano on the outside with Fitzroy, car 29 and car 000. I think Teo's just done that for the memes, so I had to go 000.
I'm just going back to the second group now. Those guys at the front are absolutely smashing it. We've got this second group now led by, I think it's been led by Thomas Byrne. This group also has Nick Berlin in it, David Atkinson, Scotty Two Halves. The flying Kiwi Tim Vaughan's in there as well. Curtis Bird's back there. He's making his way through.
Yeah, Kyle Ridley's there too. And Craig Roffey is there as well. So Bird's just on the outside actually trying to make a move for car 13. So he's trying to get on that outside for car 41 in the Vermilion entry. Mustang. And 41 is Kenny Conamos. So
yeah, I was going back to Kenny. Yeah, now we're only back to like this is the battle for I guess you'd call it P10. No, P8. So who's leading this?
Yeah.
That's P8 backwards. That is a massive battle pack that's going on here.
I was going to say, the ones that pulled away the most, there's actually a top pack right now. Brad Newman just in the back, but Tom Pritchard, Fitzroy and Brody and Jared Filsell are actually leading it. So there's about 5 cars actually just yak that whole field. So there's huge gaps in the field, but it's good to see. So this will see where the three split fields, you can almost say, are going to work together. I'm just mumbling up all my words.
Yeah, no, it was good. That was some great words coming out of your mouth there, man.
I know, mate. I was struggling there. Mate, just blowing out words every left, right, and centre.
Ben Nothing's actually said this is like watching a game of Russian roulette, and you're 100% right. I'm just waiting to pull the trigger on a replay because that's Shane Van Gisbergen fighting with. I'm actually on board there with Adam Malone. He's new to the series as well. I'm not. I've never raced with him, so it's good to see new names and new liveries to the series. Anyone that knows him that's in the chat, please yell out. Give us some words.
Words of wisdom, we should call it.
Words of wisdom, baby.
And car 55 in there too, Brody Shepherd. He's actually getting pushed by Shane Van Gisbergen. I don't think you can say that much often, but he's getting pushed. So let's see if Shane can make much out of this. He can push Brody, but it depends how much the guys in front of him want to help. So I think they're going to let it fly. Brody's moving around a bunch. He's just holding on for dear life. Mitch McLeod though on the outside.
Yeah,
look
Mitch
at this.
McLeod, like he's there and he's thereabouts. He wants to get on that inside. You can tell he's just been held up high. And as these three, very good car control from these three up here. That's Adam Malone. I think it's Darren McKenzie. Who else is in that little group there? Brody Shepherd.
Brody, Shane,
Dylan Shepherd. So there's the two Shepherds, shepherding themselves.
Yeah, Dylan Shepherd, Curtis Bird's good mate. So yeah, they're going to work together.
There's Mr. Doyle. There's Sean Doyle. That's when they move around like that just a little bit. They get a little bit twitchy. You think anything can happen. So I reckon that high line at the moment is very quick. as long as you can get up and around.
I just realised something, Overstellar,
Yes.
the man of the pots and pans. Brody Kostecki, Brian Newman, and Jared Philsell have gapped everyone. So there's a 3-car pack out there.
Yeah, let's
Tom Pritchard's been left for dead.
Yeah, we'll just we'll see what these guys have got. So this little battle pack up here. Let's see if I can get a better snapshot for everyone at home watching. We might. Yeah, that's great. So they're going to come over to start finish line, and then there's a 3.5 second gap to the next two, which is going to be Tom Pritchard and Fitzroy Beaumont. Fitzroy Beaumont has not given up on this battle. And then you got that big battle pack that we saw before with Darren McKenzie, Adam Malone, Brodie Shepherd, Shane Van Gisbergen, Sean Dawes in there, Dylan Shepherd's in there, Mitchell McLeod's in there. There's a massive battle pack there. And then that battle pack will go back down to... who was the other one? I think Curtis Bird was in the other pack down here.
Yeah, so there's actually a smaller pack opening up now with Teo Serrano in it too, just in the middle between Shane and Curtis. So Curtis is leading this whole thing. Look at the Birdman go.
So he's in P11. Yeah, he's flapping around there. We got a lot of people following him right now. So, mate, this is the NASCAR racing that we love. So this pack here, if they play the cards right, will catch this other pack very shortly. They're 1.5 seconds behind that little group. It won't be long until this freight train absolutely smokes them. And then Shane Van Gisbergen and I think there's Brodie Shepherd with him, possibly, or Dylan Shepherd. One of the Shepherds there with him.
Yep. So Dylan Shepherd's just staying with him, so they've broken away. So Dylan's going to give Shane the biggest push of his life.
Yep.
And they're doing well up there for a 2-little car pack. But the ones behind him, Mitch McLeod and the brunt force trauma, mate. The man, the myth, the legend, Dr. Proxy, he's in there too. So, mate, it's all happening. So, yeah, he's doing well out there. Teo's just behind him, and huge pack behind Teo.
Here they come. Yeah, Teo's about to get swamped. He's going to be about 20 kilometres slow. Oh, he's pitting.
Oh!
Okay.
Dude! That's... Wow.
Hey, strategy, mate. Strategy. And we know that Teo's big on strategy. And he was in a spot there where he couldn't... Oh, big turnaround. Who's that?
Yellow.
And that's a yellow.
That's Kenny.
And, mate, the timing for Teo Serrano, mate. What? He would be...
Oh, Shane
huge
Patterson.
about that.
Shane Patterson. We'll have to... I'll get a replay. Oh, see the guys going past there. Yeah, unfortunately. Hopefully he gets back around. We'll find out what happened. We'll go back to that replay. Wow. It was about to happen. We had 30 laps. Sorry, we had about 14 laps of clean racing. That was fun. So we're just on. I'm just on board now with the number 47. He's on the high line. We got, I think, I can't work who that's at fine, but we should be able to work out who. So that's when Teo peeled off. Who got loose? Oh, it was a bit of a bump. Oh, that Shane Patterson in the number 47. He's actually running he's running up the front there in about P12, P13, and oh, that was so close to becoming a massive disaster for the rest of the field. I'll go back live.
Yeah, it was unlucky for Shane for sure.
Well, he's made his way back out, so he's used a fast repair, so he's gone into the pits. After that, let's try and get to the front of this field now. Brody Kostecki's got the lead of this group, followed by... listen to this. Brody Kostecki leading the race. Jared Philsell in second behind him. We got Brad Newman, which is an absolute gun when it comes to NASCAR, and they're all coming into pits. Tom Pritchard, Fitzroy Beaumont, Darren McKenzie, Adam Malone, Sean Doyle, they're all going to come in.
Yeah, they're all coming in, so there's good 40 cars coming in. There's actually a lot staying out. Tim Vaughan's going to throw the cards down, and who else is in there? I'm just.
Is that Tim Vaughan that's gone and stayed out there? Has it?
So Tim Vaughan and
Curtis Bird
and Daniel Vennicott.
Oh,
Wow, that is huge.
Yep.
So they're throwing the dice, and if this works out in their favour, this will be huge.
Hey, Dale Lube has actually said that. I smell a conspiracy. Random pit from Teo before the the safety car comes out. Ben is pulling something strings in the background. No, that's just plain luck that happened there. So who got it back out on? Curtis Bird's got control
yeah, it looked
of
like
this.
plain luck there.
So who got out of the pits the best? So that's Dwayne Dewell. That's a new to the that I haven't jumped onto yet. Oh, nice clean livery. That's the number 135 of Dwayne. Looking perfect in the Camaro.
Love a good Camaro.
Yeah, I just love them.
I love them, mate. I've never been a big fan of the Mustang on the NASCARs. I think they look a little too boxy, but yeah, I think the Camaro takes the cake for me. So yeah, all the Camaro drivers, I love the look of them. I think they look so aggressive and just mean looking. So yeah, good to see a lot of Camaros out there. And
Scotty Two Halves has got himself up into P5. So who was the first we saw? Oh, Tom Pritchard actually jumped Brody Kostecki and Brad Newman in that pit stop.
Yeah, wow. He did too. Didn't take tyres, maybe.
Well, that's gambling.
It is gambling, but like I said about those 50 laps it takes to get those tyres completely fried.
Well, we're not even near that. I think we've done about 20 laps of actual green racing. So yeah, you're right. You don't need to come in, but if we go green for a period of 100 laps here, well, I've just realised we've got 114 laps left. I'm gonna have to cancel a few things tonight. I think we're already 8:30. I'm sorry for everyone at home. Madeline Williams has actually said that she's filling up her G&Ts as well, so they're on it. Donna's saying there's all action tonight, no time for the pit stop. Now,
yeah, I was going to say these strategies are going to be very interesting to see if what plays out. To be honest, because I would almost say Tim and Curtis would have the best strategy if they went green from here. But we'll see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the pit stop there was probably. I think you take the pit stops. I think you just take them. I think if a safety car comes out from now on, you take it. You duck in there, you take a bit of fuel, because this is so unpredictable what's going to actually happen. This is more like stage racing, to be honest, because we know that in the next 10 laps we're probably going to have a safety car again.
Yeah, it probably will, but I think when we got that green racing, everything was going smooth, and then all it took was that little bit of bump, and the car just collided with Shane we saw there, and yeah, it's just so unfortunate. But that race we had, mate, there was a good 3 packs there, and pack 3 were just trying to move as fast as possible, but pack 2 were just like trying to catch pack 1, but pack 1 was moving along too fast and swapping positions to even go faster. So yeah, it's good to see. It's very good to see.
We need to give some love to the Fords out there. So here's one for you. Here's the number 6 entry of Tom Pritchard. He actually jumped everyone in the pits. That's one of the Mustangs out there on the grid. A lot of Camaros, a few Toyotas. I'm trying to find our Nick Berlin. Is he still out on track? Yes, he is. He's in the Camry of all things. He does like to sell cars, and I reckon he'd be able to sell one of these in a heartbeat.
Oh mate, I think he would sell me a $2 million NASCAR, and I'd probably pay that money.
$2 million?
But,
mate, I know a guy. I'll be able to help you out.
Yeah, probably do one of those, but mate, he does well. He told me the stats that he sold. I think he sold 45 cars in 1 month, and I was like, that's impressive.
That's when he was at the Toyota dealership. If you jump onto his website now, the BurnleyMotorGroup.com.au, or jump onto Nick's Facebook page, he's actually got. He just showed me before a new. I'm trying to find. I wonder if I can get a picture of everyone at home. It's a. No, I can't find it, unfortunately. Anyway, it's a Mercedes AMG, and he's just got that up there. So go on there and have it and check it out. Actually, put it in the chat for us all.
Yeah, I think you did actually. Talking about a chat. Go and join our Discord, ANZ ESeries, and we've actually got a Facebook page as well, so go and check it all out. So, the geese. And as Nick Bell said, because it is his time, it's BMG 150, we should say give it a burl.
Give him a burl. Yeah, that's his saying. He's actually got a crew at home right now. We were just chatting to him before we went live. He's got a massive crew in there in the lounge room watching him race. So what position is he actually in? I'm just checking now. He's in P19, so he's not doing too bad. He started in P25, I'm going to say.
What number is he?
Yeah,
Mr.
18.
Racetell?
Number 18. Yeah, car number 18 in 18th, I think he is.
Talking about Nick Berlin while we're on the subject, he told me last night, which I'm pretty jealous by. One of the teammates at Vermilion Motorsports, Kai Allen, is going to take him a hot lap around Sandown when Nick Berlin goes
No
there.
way, really.
Next month.
That's
so,
next month. Yeah.
So Kai's going to go and take him for a hot lap because they're good mates and Nick gives him a nice little sponsorship. So
Green flag, green
I think
flag.
everyone loves Nick at this point, and we're going to go green. And we're going to have all the Lobs boys just absolutely see what they can do here. We can see one of the Vermilion boys, Tim Vaughan and Curtis Bird up the front there, just trying to hang on for dear life. Brad Newman trying to push 135. Really being aggressive on 135. Curtis Bird all the way down the bottom. There's a huge opening in the middle, and Curtis Bird's going to stay there. Tim Vaughan, though, on the outside, so that could work. Brody Kostecki coming through in the middle line. Tom Pritchard going through as well. Let's see if Tim Vaughan stays on the back of him now. That would be the best case scenario, and yes, he does. So there goes those three.
Yellow flag is out.
And there goes another yellow.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what happened, but all I see is sparks and pots and pans and everything going everywhere.
Oh, there's actually cars rolling. Steve Vella actually rolling down the circuit.
Steve, oh, you kidding me? Tom Pritchard was actually involved in that accident as well. We'll get a replay. I'll stay on there with Tom Pritchard, see if we can get something of what actually happened. All I heard was absolute carnage in the background. So what we'll do is we'll take it right back, if we can.
That actually might be our first penalty of the night. I've actually just looked on it myself.
So I'm just going to watch this. So I'm on board here with. Just keep an eye on the number 6. He was definitely involved in what happened here. He got swamped by the Falcon boys. See if I get a better understanding of actually what happened here.
Car 29 looks the most involved. That's probably the best camera angle we'll have.
I'll see if I can find car 29. Yeah, I'd love to do that, but we'll just stay here. We've got pretty much the whole field here.
So just watch that pink Barbie car in the background there. That's probably the best car to look. And we'll just see him pop down there.
Oh no, so he got a bit of a squeeze. Oh, and then yeah, whatever happened after that was in the hands of the virtual gods, because that's that was the number 5 entry. Who was in the number 5 entry? That was Steve Vella. Steve Vella, was it?
Yeah, he was fully rolling down the circuit. I've never seen a NASCAR actually roll there. They actually got flaps on the car to keep it not rolling, but it looks like it was not having that at all, and it just...
So he tagged... Okay, so we had a bit of a netcode issue there. Then it all exploded, and there's number 5 car of Steve Vella. I won't go on board with him in that moment, because that's pretty scary. The thing landed on his wheels. Well done. It's hard to say who was actually involved, because the camera didn't really help me there.
Well, I'm having an understanding of mine was Adam Malone and Fitzroy Beaumont, and the rest was just up to the sim racing gods, as we call them.
Yeah, the sim racing gods, exactly right. That car is the flame's gone out on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's oh no, hang on, he found some gears. He's coming to the pits, and we're back at the
How is that
International
car
Speedway.
not dead?
I have no idea. Hey, sim racing, mate. Sim racing.
Sim racing gods, mate. That's all it is.
Put on a show for everyone at home watching this. So I'll go back to the chat. Oh my god, it's blown up. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to Daytona. Let's see if we can go through this thing. Hang on. Liam Banks and Min's Admin, you're saying that we're the second best commentary team that you listen to? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. That is ridiculous. Liam Banks.
Oh, mate.
Hang on. Get where's Ben? When's Ben in here? We'll get him here and actually get rid of this guy. I know he's got the Formula Fords to do, but gee whiz, you can't be saying stuff like that. We would never say something about our fellow commentators or badmouth them at all. Never.
I did a really polite, nice thing the other day. I actually joined them in the commentary box on the night and helped them out. Because I'm nice of a friend.
Oh, you're just a great guy, aren't you?
I know, mate. I get repaid with that. So.
Hey, Ben Nothing said, can we get a quick roll call on the Discord to see who's actually alive after that? Because I can tell you that number 6 car is not well. Number 5 car of Steve Vella, was it, that we were talking about?
Yeah, Steve Vella.
Yeah,
yep.
that thing, that thing is second hand. Not even Nick can sell that one.
You know what a huge thing is? Jason Holdsworth, he was like 3 laps down and he's made all that progress back. So that shows something to see if he comes back. And Matt, his teammate, he's been doing really well, been under the radar almost in the Nitro car, and he's up to P12. So he's doing well. Those two teammates, sorry.
Donna's actually said on here that the safety car might run out of petrol. Donna, you might be right. We're lucky that it's virtual. We can just splash it up with a little bit of a click here and a tap on the keyboard here. The roll call from Discord, Ben, was good. Everyone's just blowing up, basically. So that's nice.
Yeah, it's very vocal on the radio, I'll tell you that right now. It sounds like I'm glad we don't. Let's just say I'm glad we don't have the radio on the stream. Let's just say that.
I turned it off right at the start. Another pots and pans moment. I had that on. I'm so glad I turned it off. Strategy update. Don't run into people and put your car in front of the other person. You should be right. As far as strategy goes, it's up in the air. It's absolutely. Once you get down to the last 50 laps, I think that's when it's going to play out.
If I was going to call out strategy on who's got the best strategy right now, it'd be probably the Lobs boys right now. So Brody Kostecki, Brad Newman are probably your best guys right now. But the other strategy guys are Curtis Bird, Tim Ford. Who else is there? I think one of the million cars, and they're actually safety cars pulling off.
Yeah, we're about to go green again. I'll jump on board with Scotty two halves.
Green.
Oh, I don't like that. We'll just try and get. Here we go. We'll see what hit's going to be like for him. Oh, what a jump he's got. As he goes past the number 74, gets a run on the outside, holding on to the 135 car.
So Tim Vaughan actually getting swamped there, just not focusing on anything. Curtis Bird getting away, and Brody Kostecki is absolutely gone. Brad Newman trying to push Curtis Bird away. Scotty Halves though, trying to get a run in the Fanatec absolute blue monster. Mitchell McLeod getting a good run on the back of Timothy Vaughan, so they're going to try and push back up. Oliver Patterson under the radio, so might have been something there. And Kenny Conamos making a run as well. Craig Roffey doing well. 134. Matthew Brunt on the outside with the Darren McKenzie and Tom Pritchard in the background as well. They're trying to make some moves. Shane Van Gisbergen and Brody Kostecki. There's a Vermeulen car actually on the outside.
Yeah, I was just looking at that now. I'm trying to work. Is that Tim Vaughan?
No, that's Sean Doyle.
Sean Doyle on the outside. Oh, and he's actually in P5. I was just about to do a big shout out for Thomas Byrne. He's actually in P9 right now, battling. He's my pick, by the way, everyone at home, to win this one on the controller. He's battled so hard throughout this series. In the 6th race, we thought it was his, and then he absolutely. I was on comms with him before we jumped on here. I said, "Oh look, I had you back there until 30 of the best sim racers around the country jumped on."
I was going to say, the Lobs boys taking the lead again, so Shane Van Gisbergen, Jared Filsell and Brody going again. But Sean Doyle is sticking on the back, so he's in P4, so I'm sure Donna Doyle is absolutely loving life right now. So Sean's on the back of him, Curtis Bird getting swamped, the same as Timothy Vaughan. Craig Roffey, I was going to say the green car in the background is just getting on the outside, got no slipstream, so Mitchell McLeod's actually going to get the run. He actually might get the run on Timothy Vaughan here in that little mid-pack there. It's like, I feel like a radio presenter, you just got to call what you see, I guess.
Call what you see,
like,
yeah. We might jump on board. I know everyone at home wants this, and I don't want to mock anything right now, but I think we need to jump on board for a lap with Sean Doyle. What do you reckon? If anyone at home thinks we need to jump on a lap with Sean Doyle right now, when he's in the absolute thick of it, chasing Shane Van Gisbergen, Jared Filsell and Brody Kostecki, just give us a thumbs up, and I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm doing it. I don't need anyone's permission to do this. Here we go. All right, we'll shut up for a little bit. Whereabouts are they on track right now? They're going through turn
Turn 3.
turn 3. So we'll jump on board. Enjoy this, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sean Doyle absolutely battling at the front of the pack.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yep.
We put the muckers on
I
him,
can't
mate.
believe that just happened.
I think Brody... I've just had a quick little replay on that. Brody's actually went into the back of Shane. And that's what's happened.
I'm so sorry, Donna. I am so sorry, Donna. I can't believe. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't Doyle's fault. I can tell you that. He got a bump. It all got messy, and we got pretty much every front runner out of this race. I can't believe I'm
Yeah, it
watching.
definitely looks like that.
Who's that? Who have I got the camera on right there? Who is that limping back into the infield?
That's Mr. Doyle himself.
That is Sean Doyle. Yeah. Yeah, that car is unwell. And hopefully he gets back out there on the lead lap. But, oh my god, I apologise
That
to
car
anyone.
looks absolutely ruined.
I really set that up, unfortunately. Jared Filsell and Brody Kostecki are still out the front. I'm trying to work out where... Yeah, Dale Loop says that I caused that. I do feel bad. But I also feel like it wasn't my fault at all.
Shane, bit of an update for that crash there too. Shane Van Gisbergen's car is being totaled.
Yeah, that is gone. Yep. I'm trying to get...
Brian Newman.
Yeah, he's been pushed back to the pits. So he must have... That car looks good. But whether he can get that back to the pits or not, who knows? So that's Brad Newman helping his fellow competitor to get back to the pits. Well, hang on. Am I completely wrong here? Is he not in the lead of the race?
Indeed he is, but I think his car's that broken he needs to go and do a pit stop.
Oh, okay then. Fair enough. Okay, yep. It's because it's telling me that he's down in 17th at the moment. So that's why I'm a little bit unsure of what's actually going on. We'll see what this series... I imagine that everyone's going to come in for a pit stop. When I say everyone, Jared Filsell has actually stayed out. We'll keep an eye on Giz here. I'm not going to bring penalties up tonight because there'll be so many. So we just have to
figure out what.
What actually happened there. They're probably in the same boat as what I'm in and what you're in. When incidents like that happen, there's no way to keep an eye on what's actually going on. So.
Yeah, it looks like just carnage out there. So
Ben Faulkner actually comes on here and says SVG engine blew up while bump drafting. That's what caused the crash. Was he thinks? So he thinks his engine's actually let go.
So Daniel Vedicott actually getting an end of the line penalty. So something's happened there. So I wonder if Shane's going to get a penalty for that little incident.
I can't believe what just happened. So if I can, I just had a look if I could get to it, and it's yeah, we're not going to see anything on that replay from where it looks like Shane was involved, but who knows if he was the actual cause of that. So, but as we saw Doyle on the actual inside there, so he was unlucky not to get away with that, to be honest.
Yeah, there was. I was waiting for the car to go up in the catch fence and just get absolutely ruined, but car looks alright. I mean, it's to a point. His teammate drove him back to the pits, so he's going to keep going on. But he's used that fast repair, so Shane needs to almost be a bit wary now of what's going on. He had that fast repair to save him from a crash, but now it's like if he crashes, that's it. That game
Yeah,
over.
it's all over for most of these guys. I mean, we've got 100 laps to go. We're nearly at we're 10 to 9, so these guys have got to pull their finger out and do some laps. Ben Faulkner responded to Ben Nothling about that car over revving. It's possible if you drop a gear. That's the only way I can think of it actually happening. If you drop a gear while doing that, I don't think you can blow these engines up for it. They're pretty hardy even on virtual.
Yeah, they're pretty strong, but I think to a point if you went down a gear from 300 kilometers an hour.
Oh yeah, that's the only way you can blow an engine, right?
Yeah, right. Like I think the diff would fly out the back and hit someone in the face, and the gearbox would absolutely just drop out the back of it. So, yeah, I'd be curious to know what race control are thinking about a couple of them.
I honestly think there's going to be an incident that has to be looked at afterwards when we got all the information in front of us, because I'd love to go back to it now, and Ben's going to have exactly the same problem as I got. Trying to get to the incident is going to be nearly impossible.
Yeah, definitely will be, and yeah, there's the radio's just blowing up, almost like it's everyone's just trying to figure out what's going on and what's been happening.
So Jared Philcell's back in P17 now. Let's take some focus off those guys for just a little bit. Nick Burling in the number 18 car, P6 after that incident.
Yeah, wow, that's a huge game.
Now we know he might not be great on a circuit, but when it comes to turning left, this man knows what it's all about. So look out for him. He's got $300 on the line here, so he probably wants to win it. To just keep that in his skyrocket. But
yeah, oh mate, I think anyone would want $300 in the back pocket, wouldn't you?
I mean, mate. Well, we're commentating. We're going to see nothing of that. But hey, up the front,
I know.
Adam Malone. I was watching him earlier. He's going to take the. He's going to take us away here.
Yep. There he goes. So he's done a good little jump there. Curtis Bed on the outside, just gets right behind him, and it looks like who's that behind? It's Scotty Two Halves. So he's just right on behind. Then we've actually got Kenny Conomos, and then the new guy from Nitro, Matt. So, and there's something happened, the 143, Daniel Bettercott. And I'm trying to figure out what's happened. There's no safety car.
Now we're still green flag racing, which is fantastic. Let's keep this going. It's all about rhythm now. These guys are going to have to get a rhythm and find a pit stop in about 40 laps.
Yeah, I think they are. I think there was just a little bit of rubbing and something on the radio, but looks like Thomas Byrne and Shane Patterson getting in a good little groove. Shane was in a huge accident, and there's something happened. The Burling cars are actually gotten together. Car 27 and Nick Burling colliding with each other.
We're going to get through a lap sooner or later. There'll be no cars left shortly. There's been so much carnage with only the one fast repair. These cars at the front look 99 laps to go, green all the way. Ben Nothling says, well, how wrong you were. Actually, we got half a lap there before we go. Madeline Williams says unlikely. We must have a little bit of a delay. I'm sorry about that, everyone at home. But this is turning into a bit of a safety car fest, actually.
Yeah, it has actually.
While we go to this, I might play a... So, Nick Burling, we've mentioned him a few times at the moment. I think he was heavily involved in that accident. It's going to be... I'm not going to go back to that because all we're going to see is about glitches everywhere. He's actually the series sponsor for tonight in the BMG, so I'll play this little intro that Ben made for us. I know that Ben Nothling can't wait to watch this, so he's on the stream. He's actually already watched it, but for ladies and gentlemen, the BMG 150, we'll cut to a break and we're back shortly. back live. It was good. I got myself a little bit of a drink, and I'm back ready to go.
Yeah, I should have grabbed a quick coffee, but yeah,
How quickly do you make coffees?
Oh mate, I got to get the grinding machine out. Then I'm gonna empty the puck, and oh mate, it's too much of a drama.
No, I've said no. Sorry, Connor. You've jumped in. I've heard you say I'm going to get a coffee, and then literally 2 seconds later, you have a coffee in your hand.
Oh mate, I've tried, but it's not gonna work. But mate, what a video that was from Curtis Bird, mate. What a video that was. That was cool to watch. He's got some talent, that man.
I actually think he helped with the audio of that, which a few guys have really loved, and I love these videos that they put together for these races. But this race, mate, we're in a bit of a lull at the moment. We're just going to get this race underway. So I'd imagine Ben will be over race control now, just to calm it down for a little bit. They might have to go. They might start single file from now on, I'd imagine. I think that's going to be a better way of doing things. That's just my understanding. Shane Patterson's in P12. He was involved in that massive incident early on that brought on, I think, the 150th safety car at the time. How many? Oh, Min's admin. You got to answer that, mate. Sorry to cut myself off there, but you got to answer that question that Min's admin sent to you.
I was going to say Shane's done very well for he's just chilled out and gotten back into it.
So
yeah, he's done really well.
Min's admin's asked, "Hey Connor, have you fed your dogs?"
God, that's not going to go away for a while, is it? No, actually, my brother did that tonight, so thanks to the brother. No, yeah, that was that's why I spun last night. That was the joke. So yeah, Sam Chapman, evening boys. Broadcast looks good. Just want to see green flags, mate. So do we. It's mate, when you put 40 cars with NASCAR drivers, V8 supercar drivers, GT3 drivers, and everyone else, it's just it's chaos. But it's great to see all these boys. Liam Banks, are you in the wrong place?
Yeah, no, he's saying no. Look, Liam cannot help himself. Whenever we get a compliment, he's there trying to bring us down.
Oh, mate.
Liam, I wouldn't like I said, we take the high road. We have our moral compass pointing due north at all times, and would never bring down our fellow commentators.
Yeah, that's it. We'd never do that. Not at all. Not like I've been playing PUBG with you and you told me a couple of words about myself. So, oh mate, it's but no, huge turnout. Sam Chapman, Donna Doyle, bad when Sean has the time to come in to the chat, and we're gonna go green. So here we go. So single file this time.
Green flag,
Keep
green
it nice
flag.
and clean. So Adam is going to pull it away. Curtis Bird right behind as usual. Seems like he's been there all night, but Adam gets a good little launch there.
So that was more like single file there. So I think these guys have been told over comms to keep it a little bit more clean. They've got a long way to go. We've got probably an hour of racing left, so a late night for everyone. We're going to have a lot of tipsy people watching. I might have to join them actually.
I was going to say, Tim Vaughan and Fitzroy trying to work together, try and get up to that top pack. Mitch McLeod trying to go on the outside of Adam Malone there. And Curtis Bird just staying on the bottom. We've seen that line really work there. Fitzroy right on the top with Tim Vaughan. Mitch McLeod trying to go up and block it. They can't end up doing it. Jared Philsell coming through. And Matt from Nitro, he's trying to get through too. We know Matt's got a lot of pace under him with that Nitro car. Very successful in the States with those guys. They've actually came on with Vermilion, but that's more story for another day. So the Lobs boys up top, we've seen that line be very effective.
Yeah, these boys are back. Jared Philsell, Brad Newman, Brody Kostecki, I've said it many times, they've got that outside lane and they are pushing hard. And who's that on the back there? That's Mitchell McLeod. He's hanging in there too.
Yeah, he definitely is. Fitzroy's actually taken the lead back. So, mate, he's out for vengeance. We've seen him have really good pace. And, mate, Brad Newman just giving Jared Philsell the biggest push ever. I just watch these boys and they're bumper to bumper. I've never seen cars so close before. And I think Matt in the Nitro car just getting loose up in the background there. Getting stable again. So Jared Philsell's going to go on the outside with all those Lobs boys. And Fitz, I would say he's going to try and go up high just to give those guys a really bad run. No, he's going to stay low. Mitch McLeod trying to get a move on Brody Kostecki. Just staying behind, but I think he's going to try and make a move. But Fitzroy looks like, besides the Lods boys, he's been leading the most of the race. Besides those boys. Tim Vaughan pushing Fitzroy massively, the exact same as the Lods boys. So Fitz and Tim look like the good duo partner right now. Two Fords as well, so good manufacturer, and Lobs in the Camaro, so it's almost a manufactured game at this point.
Yeah, there's a lot of Camaros at the front there. This is the battle we wanted to see. This is going to be two tram tracks basically. Those guys in that pack behind, that is a bit of bumping.
Trying to pump down. He's trying to do something, and there's all Fords down there. I think he's just trying to back them up because they know they're strong. Newman trying to blow some games. That was spicy. That was very dangerous for that. But mate, he's trying to make something happen.
Well, that's brought that second group back into this fight. So we've got Fitzroy Beaumont up the front there, being pushed along by Tim Vaughan, the flying Kiwi. It's good to see him back up the front there. The number 3 car of Adam Malone, he's giving me some dark horse fever right now because he's been up the front the whole time.
Yeah, it definitely has, and a couple of his teammates have actually been really damaged in the racing. Curtis Bird, I think he's got damage. He's actually going in the pits, so that's a bit of an update for Curtis Bird. Brody Kostecki's leading the field now. Not leading the field, my camera just absolutely...
Yeah, no, Fitzroy's still got the lead, but it's about to be overtaken by these, by the Falcon entry. Sorry, the boost entry of Brody Kostecki on the outside, but... Yeah, here he goes now. This is... Once you get a run, it's hard to... If they can hold on to this run that they got right now, they're going to be hard to find.
This is interesting. The two Nitro guys, Jason Holdsworth and Matt, just trying to go low. Brad trying to block Mitch McLeod. That's going to make the low line very slow to the outside of where you want to be. So the Nitro guys are up the top. But they've got no cars up there, so they can't really do much up there unless one of the Vermilion boys drop up there. They can't do much at the moment, so the Nitro boys trying to make it work. Brody Kostecki out front, just trying to keep it nice and clean in that bottom lane. 3 Lobs boys down there, but Mitch McLeod, he's been our dark horse. I tell you what, he's just been there the whole time.
Yeah, him and Adam Malone have just been there or thereabouts, and that's all you need to be. You just need to buy that ticket for that last, what did I say, last 150 meters. As long as you're there somewhere, you'll have it. And you've got to run, you'll be fine. So this is a great camera angle I got here on Fitzroy Beaumont as he's following. That's McLeod in front of him. He's got Brad Newman on the outside. Jared Philsell, I think, was in the lead, but this fight's actually on the bottom right now.
I was going to say Mitch McLeod's actually going to lead the 150 Daytona for the first time, so he's going to come on the back straight now. Mate, he's absolute flying. So Fitzroy, I know those two don't, they've had a couple of tussles before, but it looks like they're working well together now with Tim Ward pushing Fitzroy as well. But Tim just needs to get a little closer to push Fitzroy a lot further up. Adam Malone just sitting on the back of Tim, the flying key with the Lobs boys though, dropping back massively. So this is where the boys can pull away.
So you get that run. You get that run, and then you get out the front, and then that pack just comes back to you. So they're going to need more. They're going to need more cars if they're going to go out next time. They're going to need 5 or 6 cars to go with them.
Yeah, that's definitely it. And the pack's smaller, but we were with 40 cars, but now it's shrunk down a little bit. But everything's just. I think the racing's so much better now. Everyone's. Nick Burling's just going low, so they're going to have to try and get around him.
He's been absolutely swamped. He's doing about 50 kilometres less than these guys in that pack. So hopefully he can get onto the back of these guys. He's going to go a lap down, but that's going to be okay as long as he can get back on here. You get that lap back after a safety car.
Adam Malone just not giving Tim a huge push there, but it actually looks like Kyle Ridley's actually coming back as well on the back of Craig Roffey there. Craig actually had a bit of a run there on the back of Adam Malone there, but I think they're in the same chat I saw in the Nitro chat. Nitro run a league with Neil. So Neil's actually car 69, he owns the league. Apparently he made that league in 20 minutes in the back of a tractor. So
you're joking.
I'm not kidding, and mate, he runs it very well. So a little
NASCAR league than it is. So yeah, great to see a lot of those boys come over for tonight. And Mitch McLeod though, for his second lap, I think this will be his third coming up. He's leading the 150 very comfortably.
Yeah, he's had 3 laps out the front, and he's getting a nice little bump draft. These guys are working so well together, and they're actually pulling away from the main guns. Brody, Philsell, and the Falcon boys are dropping back.
Yeah, they definitely are dropping back. Brad Newman apparently having some issues with his car, with apparently he can barely steer the thing. So, he's got huge damage. I'm just gonna replay it for myself.
Yeah, no, that car is wobbling all over the place. I'll see if I can find. He's gonna have to come in for pits. Has he actually missed the pit entrance?
Oh,
that's Brad Newman. We'll jump on board with him. Oh, that is massive right hand down. That's undrivable. He's obviously just waiting for a safety car. I don't know what he's doing out there. He should have came into the pits.
I just saw what actually happened in my own view. It was very interesting driving. He tried to block the Nitro boys on the top. And,
came out second best.
Yeah, it was a bit of a weird incident. I would actually want race control to have a look at that, but the Nitro boys still going strong, and the Camrys. So it looks like a bit of a Camry Camaro battle out there, to be honest. But boys up front, Adam Malone, Tim Vaughan, and Mitch McLeod doing really well. They're actually coming up to lap traffic as we're speaking. So they're actually going to get around Darren McKenzie, Adam Malone's teammate. So I wonder if Adam's speaking to Darren going, mate, maybe you can make something work, but it looks like Darren can't really do much with those guys going so fast. Brad Newman's actually getting lapped. He's going to be hating that sight, so Mitch McLeod and all the boys dropping low. Mitch just trying to get a little bit of a gap from him, but they can't really do anything. Brad Newman wobbling everywhere just because that car's so undrivable at the back there too.
So this is this little battle here. So these guys are just a battle pack for two. Brody Kostecki and Jared Philsell pushed themselves along. They're going to be about 5 to 10 kilometers slower than that actual battle pack up front.
Yeah, so I could actually get you some numbers. So Fitzroy at the moment is the fastest car, going at 315 kilometers an hour.
That's crazy.
And at the moment, Brody Kostecki's only doing 310. So yeah, huge loss. And yeah, they just need to find somehow to get up there with a safety car or something. But looks like that front pack up there, there's nothing really stopping them at the moment.
I'm pretty sure these guys are just in here for the long haul. I think we're going to see this sort of racing until the pit stops. Yeah, a lot of bump drafting there from very gentlemanly. What's going on in the back here? A lot of bump drafting. They know what they're trying to do. They're trying to get as far ahead of the competition as they can. So this little battle pack, someone I haven't talked about at the moment, Craig Coffee Roffey. He's out there in the 30. That's going to stick.
Yeah, that is.
He's made his way up to the front here. I'm pretty sure he started in P15, pretty much mid-pack, but he's found himself up in the main pack. Or they're about to go around some lap cars. Who's on the outside there?
That's Fitzroy.
That's Fitzroy. So he's just pulled out of that group. I wonder if he's trying to save fuel. I might just keep an eye on him. There's been no damage. You don't want to get out of that pack. So he must have been bumped, or he had a little bit of a wobble. Yeah, he was a great spot.
He was actually trying to go on the outside of Mitch McLeod, try and make a move.
No, it's not worth it. You get on the outside there, you're going to lose that draft. So
I think he's actually going to lose the draft. Kyle Ridley's not too close to him, but I think Kyle's going to try and drop back enough so Fitzroy can get it. But I think Fitz is back in it. Yeah, he's back in it.
He's back in it. Just he was about to lose it. But hanging on the outside, Kyle Ridley on the outside, not a great place you want to be. Yeah, tucked back in there. Well done.
Curtis Bird though. Mate, the man and the myth and the legend, the Birdman, he's back in there, and he's actually going up the top there, but, mate, he's 20...
Yeah, I'm trying to find Curtis Bird on there. He's gone back into 21st position, is that right?
24th, Curtis Bird is.
So yeah, Curtis Byrne. I was just sorry. I was just
Madeline
listening to what-
Williams actually loved that comment. The man, the myth, the legend, the Birdman. But he's down in 21st. He's got a lot of work to do. He's actually been lapped by those guys. So safety car. We don't want to call the safety car. We didn't like it, but he's going to need one to get back on that lead lap.
Yeah, we've had that many. I think Aaron and I are like, well, we don't want one, but there's some certain drivers we want that safety car.
I mean, I got a bedtime. I need to function. I mean, 7 o'clock is my bedtime, so these nights are very long for me. We're nearly at the halfway mark. Another 5 laps, and we're at the halfway mark of this race. We're probably going to have a lot cleaner racing from here on in, as you can see. So we'll chat about some of these new guys. Anyone on the chat that's new to the chat and wants me to jump on board with some of their favourite drivers, please yell them out. I'm not going to jump on board with the likes of Sean Doyle ever again. He is off my radar from now on in. Sorry, Nana Doyle.
Yeah, it feels like we've cursed him way back then, but yeah, it looks like the way it is, I guess.
So we'll get off this
Andrew
battle pack here. We'll go back down to Dylan Shepherd. So this is the battle for... This is P14, P15. They're actually... I'm not sure if they're a lap down or not. No, they're just coming past the start-finish line now. So they're just on that lead lap, but they really need to work together, this team, this group of cars.
Yeah, with Thomas Byrne and Andy Barber. Is that the one?
Yeah, so I'm looking here. It had Dylan Shepherd. That's Nigel Siddell. You got... Is that Kenny? No, Kenny's not in there with them. So that's the number 69, a favourite of mine. Nigel Siddell out there in the lead of that group. The number 43 machine behind him of Dylan Shepherd. David Atkinson's in there. A shout out to David Atkinson. He's been at every race. Everything we do, he's there racing and loving it. He's been in the comms box with us before for some series wins. A massive shout out to David Atkinson, and thanks for turning up every time for these races.
Yeah, I mean, he's been basically there from day one, and talking about, I'm just reading the comments. It's been great reading all you guys' comments. It gets us going, and we just keep talking for days and days. But Andrew Sharp, who did...
Oh no, that's the number 69. He has absolutely been sent.
That won't be a safety car either. Bang, and he's hit the wall.
That won't be a safety car because he should be able to get that going again. We'll get that on the on a replay. Let's see what I can get for you guys. Okay, so there's the number 69 of Nigel out the front there. So did he lose it himself? I've gone back a fair way.
He's actually got bumped by Dylan just on
the turn in. Yeah, he's probably not hit him square enough, I think, by Dylan.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just been one car's went left and one car's went right.
Yep.
So yeah, a bit unfortunate to be honest for Nigel there. Guy that runs the next, probably the biggest series for Xfinity cars right now for NASCAR.
Yeah, I can see that's
that's so unfortunate. The tractor man, he's has he hit the wall hard?
Yeah, he's hit the wall pretty hard. The car, like, these things are pretty solid. He might be able to come back on that. He's just got to stay on that lead lap. And there goes, as I said that on the replay, there goes that massive group doing about 15 to 20 kilometers faster than everyone else at the moment. So we'll go back live. So back live, we might get to this battle pack up the front because Mitchell McLeod has led. We're about to go across the line for the halfway point of tonight's racing, and Mitchell McLeod has probably led the most laps.
He probably has, to be honest. I'm just watching it. Tim Vaughan's just sitting there, the flying Kiwi. We've talked about him all season. He's made up 34 positions, Aaron.
He's done this a lot in all our NASCAR events. He's always sat behind that leader, saved that little bit of fuel, saved his tyres, and left the best to last. So look out for the flying Kiwi. Yeah, we know he's got the legs to get to the end there. But that Adam Malone behind there, he's been lurking that whole race.
I was just watching there. Tim went up a little high, and Adam just started going a little bit further down to just try and get that better run and not get that dirty air. But I was going to mention this before the car 69 went off, but Andrew Sharp just in the chat. Bird will be back. Ben Northling shall I?
yeah. I've been reading that. It's pretty cool. Min's admin says, "Where's Kenny?" Kenny's in P11. We'll jump on board with him shortly, actually, since you've asked that. Oh, that's a lap car going past there now. So this battle pack at the top here with Mitchell McLeod, Tim Vaughan, Adam Malone, Craig Coffey Roffey. Yellow's been called. Yellow's been called. I don't know why.
I'm just trying to find what that is.
Is it Dylan Shepherd?
Brody Shepherd.
Oh, is it Brody Shepherd?
Yeah. So Brody's. Oh, Jared Hillsell actually rotating him.
We'll get that on the replay while we got time for everyone. Now that brings a lot of people back in, so we'll probably see some wave rounds, and we'll probably see our mate, the Birdman, and Sean Doyle back on that lead lap. Let's see what happened here. Well, that's a really good view of what actually happened. Here we go. So that's Brody Kostecki on the inside of the car number 55 for Brody Shepherd, and I think we've got, he must have had some network issues there, and I've missed it completely, so we'll go back live. Sorry about that, everyone at home.
Yeah, it looked like, from my point of view, it looks like Brody's just tried to go down, and Jared was just there and had a nose there, and it looks like Jared's actually spun him, and Brody's ended up going down, hit the floor of the car and hit the wall, but looks like the car's okay.
Yeah, it looks to me that car looks fine to me. That's the, for everyone watching at home, that's the Mustangs.
The Mustang.
The two Mustangs out there working together.
Yeah. And, mate, you know what's funny? We joke around with that voice all the time, but mate, the best one that does that is Mitch Patterson, mate. He's
definitely.
He's the man for that.
He's really good. I mean, hey, that's what we do here. We compliment our other commentators, don't we?
That's it.
That's what we do.
Don't we,
that's
Liam?
what we do.
And everyone's going to go into the pit stop,
Yeah.
actually. So we're going to see all the Nitro boys come in. Kenny, Oliver, Nigel, Jason, Curtis Bird, Nick Berling.
That's the Flying Kiwi. They actually got it over Mitchell McLeod there on the exit.
I didn't even say that. See that? So yeah, Tim's got the jump. So does a Kiwi end up getting the 150 Daytona race?
We still have about 45 minutes of racing actually left here if it goes green to the end. So who's going to get back on this lead lap now? So we're on lap 78. So the top 10. Oh, Thomas Byrne. Let me see where he is. He's coming out of the pits now. He should still be on that lead lap. He is. He's my boy. He's out there and he's doing it for me. I've had tickets on him all year. Sorry, all season I should say. He's got to come through for me, otherwise I'm going to get broke.
Brody Kostecki being on the lead lap. We saw him in P8, P7 with Jared Filsell there.
Yeah, so they stayed out. They stayed out to get some track position. Pretty smart. So the guys I'm looking out for: Dylan Shepherd, Shane Patterson, Nigel Siddell, Brad Newman, Matt Payton, David Atkinson. They should get back on the lead lap, I'd imagine. Dwayne Dewell, Oliver Patterson, and Scotty Two Halves. Hopefully they can get some laps back as well. But Curtis Bird, let's see if I can find him. He's actually in pits. He's been repairing now. Yeah, that car looks pretty second-hand. Nick Berling, also in the pits after that monumental send one safety car ago. Darren McKenzie is back out on track. Another newcomer to the series in the O2. I think we saw him at the front there just recently.
Yeah, we did actually. Yeah, we did see him up there a second ago.
So Timmy Vaughan jumped Mitchell McLeod in that pit stop exchange. So we should see. Oh well, hang on, has he? This is all jumbled up because I got lap cars in with the other cars as well. But what I can tell you is Timothy Vaughan is in P3 after that pit stop, and Mitchell McLeod has gone right way back down there, as you can see, into P4.
So I can tell you the correct order. So Brody Kostecki right now out in front. The man that drove at Indianapolis, he's in P1. P2, Jared Filsell. Sean Doyle's a lap down, so he'll get a wave around. Scotty, 2 halves, will get a wave around. Tim Bourne, P3. Darren McKenzie, a lap down. Mitch McLeod in P4. Wayne in P20. P5, Adam Malone. Craig Roffey, P6. Kyle Ridley, P7. Fitzroy, 8. Nigel, P17. Thomas Brown, P9. Jason Holdsworth, P10.
I can't believe Jason Holworth's come back because he was down and out. Oh God, I can't believe I haven't seen this livery. That looks amazing.
Oh, mate, it's a stunning livery. It's yeah, the Nitro liveries definitely always look good.
Oh, who's that getting a wave around? I thought I saw one of the Falcon entries getting an actual wave around there.
That was Brad Newman just showing around.
Yeah, it was just. Here we go. We're gonna go race it again. So we'll jump on with Brody Kostecki.
Green flag, green flag.
So here goes Brody. He's got a good launch, and it looks like Jared Filsell's going to get a good launch with him. These two have been very good partners in the past with the V8 Supercar Series in the past. So Sean Doyle's actually not getting a wave around, which is really interesting there. So Scotty Half's just sitting there as well. Tim trying to get around because he's in P3. He wants to keep up with that pack, but he should know with that fuel strategy, Brody and Jared will need a pit eventually. Tim just trying to go back down to the bottom. Mitch McLeod though getting the move. No, he hasn't got it done. Thought Mitch would have got that there, but Tim's going to end up leading this huge back. He's going to be the cork in the bottom, and let's see if Sean Doyle's going to get out of the way with Timothy Bourne being the teammate.
They're going to have to work together here. This angry pack is going to catch these guys in the front, Brody Kostecki and Jared Filsell, and probably going to. They need to work together though. They really do. They need a pack of about 5 or 6 cars to hunt these guys down.
Yeah, I think they've got more than enough there. It looks like a good 3. Just trying to get around Sean Doyle. It's been a bit of a pain because it's such a hard track to get around. So it's either you go inside or outside, but either it's really hard to do. But yeah, I heard a bit of drama over the radio with Jason Holdsworth and Brad Newman having a good laugh. Them racing in oval normally. So Tim just trying to catch up to them. It looks like Tim's a bit of the cork in the bottom, and Mitch McLeod not being right on the back of Tim, so they're not really moving up there as fast as. So
yeah, this battle pack here that I'm looking at now, that's got is that Adam Malone? No, that's not Adam Malone. It's Kyle Ridley heading this pack. I'm pretty sure. Who's that at the front there? Is that a lap down? Is that number 15? That number 15 car is actually a lap down.
Yeah, so Craig Roffey's leading this battle pack.
Yeah, in the O2 car.
Yeah, it looks like that.
I think it's hard to tell. I think the O2 car is actually down in 24th. He's actually a lap down. So this little battle pack involves a lot of lap cars, but they could use them. They could really use them and work together to catch these guys at the front. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. The O30, Craig Roffey. He's in a hard position here. Kyle Ridley and Fitzroy being on the late lap. They're just trying to push Craig up there. Craig's actually went down to the bottom a little bit. So it's just hard for them to now, what do you do? So Fitzroy on the outside now. So Craig Roffey's went, stuff you mate, you're going on the outside. And yeah, Fitz ended up going back into the pack there. But hey, Craig did him a dirty there, but that's all about NASCAR. It's all about having that respect, and it's just throwing him up there. So good to see.
These guys are working very, very well together. I just saw Jared Filsell take the lead for a little bit, but then gave it back to Brody Kostecki to give him. He's obviously felt better as it being a gunner in this little pack here.
Sorry, Fitzroy.
Where is Fitzroy Beaumont? Where is Fitzroy? He is.
He's just been He's just been in an incident with Scotty Halves.
So he's going to come out. He's going to stay on the same lap, but the car looks clean, so that's a good thing.
So it's actually, I just had a look at the replay. I'm really curious to see what race control say about it because he went under the yellow trying to pass him.
Oh yeah, that's a big no-no. It depends what was actually said. Oh, hang on. What's going on up the front here? Did oh no, Brody Kostecki and Jared Wilson are still leading this. Tim Vaughan and Adam Malone, Mitchell McLeod, and the Coffee Man in that little. Oh no, Coffee's back in this pack together with Kyle Ridley. Well, that's a good little battle pack there. Jason Holworth is working his way back through the field now. He's in P8. Thomas Byrne made up another 2 positions. He's into P9 and well within a shot to win this one.
Yeah, he's most of them are in a good little spot. I mean, there's some certain cars that are. I mean, there's still cars racing around like 11 laps now. I'm just looking through the numbers. There's a good 27 cars out there. I thought it was a good 14, but it's 27 out there.
No, it's heaps out there. I still can't keep them all on the stream at the moment. So we'll jump onto some guys that we don't really know much. Oh, I've already mentioned Adam Malone. Now Jason Holdsworth, he's actually in P8, but those 3 cars in front of him. No, Kyle Ridley. Who's in the green car? I'm just trying to work out some numbers.
Sorry, yawning. Craig Roffey.
That's a great commentary right there. Oh, geez, just having a bit of a sleep.
Just having a bit of a sleep, but yeah, Craig Roffey, Coffee Man, just out in front in the green machine. And
oh, look at this pack. This is the battle pack down with Brad Newman leading it. David Atkinson, Dwayne Dewell, Curtis Bird's part of this, I think. Yes. So Curtis Bird is part of this little battle pack. The number 41 machine, I think, is a lap down, possibly.
So Kenny Moss and Dylan Shepherd in there. And Dylan's not a lap down, so...
That's who you want to be following. You want to be following Brad Newman.
Get the aggressive...
Oh, he's had to go right around. Who was that?
That was Brody Shepherd, so he's got to go up high, but he's just left it too late.
So these guys actually catching. I'm just looking on. That's Brad Newman. So he's 20 seconds of P14, but they're catching this lead group massively. Let's see if I can get a. This will tell us.
You know how we were saying about Brody Kostecki before? Adam Malone and Tim Vaughan have actually caught up to him.
Yeah, it was bound to happen. Those guys didn't pit either, so they're on an alternative strategy. The guys at the front.
Yep. Yeah, we did see Adam Malone pit, I think. I'll have to jump back in my memory. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see where these strategies go.
Here they come. Look at this. Yeah, that's Adam Malone, and he's having a massive dip with these guys. He's gonna be pushing them all the way to the end. Brody Kostecki's got out of this. He's going to just slot back in here if he can. He might just lose a toe for a little bit. Tim Vaughan, the flying Kiwi, might give him a bump and get him back up there. He's going to have to if he wants to stay in this.
I reckon Tim would be over the moon if he got a podium here tonight. He loves all these V8 supercar drivers, so I'd love to. I think he would love to be. Oh,
left it late. Left it absolutely late on the 47 car. Hey, just on that, Connor. When you have big names like that racing, you just get a massive buzz out of it being in the same server, let alone racing shoulder to shoulder with these guys. Oh, look at that pack in the background.
Oh, I think Tim's out of this slipstream now with Shane Patterson. Just been in the way just a little bit there.
I think he might get it. I'll jump on board with him. Let's watch him bring this back in.
He's got it.
Yeah, he's got it.
Oh, that was close. I reckon Tim would have been clinching there.
Well, the resident Kiwi though, he backed out of it there. I thought he had a run there, but it would have been interesting to see if he went on the outside there. But it actually sounds like he stayed in the field. So, we'll see what happens. Car 29 as well, a bit of an update. Fitzroy getting a drive-through penalty. So he's been slapped.
Yeah, he's been slapped and fair enough too. He's actually in P11, so if he pits now for a penalty, that's going to put him a lap down.
Holy moly! Have you seen the pack?
Yes, I was just saying that with the with coffee.
Yep.
Coffee with 2 sugars, thanks. I'm coming through.
It's absolute flying out there. People normally say in streams cork in the bottle, but He's flying. Kyle Ridley just skimming him some nice bumps down the straight. Nothing too major. Normally you see a lot of people just riding the back of their cars in the corners, but Kyle's just been safe after knowing those crashes. But those Nitro cars, mate, I talked about them early on. They're there, and Nigel's there as well, so they're all in one big Discord.
Oh! Will they get it all underneath them? So that's Fitzroy that sort of half caused that on the outside. Great driving, number 69. Is he going to keep it on the track? Yeah, whoa, my God, that was some scary stuff. Mitchell McLeod took full advantage of what just happened there and has made himself into the back of this pack. Hopefully he gets some guys behind him to push him up. Yeah, oh my God. I was about to say the same thing. I was like, oh, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything because that was crazy.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about that. I hope there's a... Yeah.
Is that...
That's...
Who's number 2? Kyle Ridley's been caught.
Yeah, so Brody Kostecki's in the pits. Jared Philsell's in the pits after that huge collision.
Well, they needed to pit anyway, so we were expecting them to come into the pit together. Ben Nothling says I squeaked when that happened. I was holding my breath because I thought there was 6 guys out of this championship completely just there. So after who's leading? Adam
Malone.
Adam Malone is alone out the front. Mitchell McLeod's chased him down. But Adam Malone's got a little bit of help, I'm pretty sure. No, he's got no help, so he's about to get swallowed.
Yeah, he should do. Yeah, that incident. I'm not going to say anything about that. That was very.
Here comes the squad. Mitchell McLeod, Craig Coffey, the Ridley, Shepherd, Thomas Byrne, all in here.
Patterson. Look at Shane Patterson going low. He can't do anything. So Mitchell McLeod's going to get the run and be on that outside, and Coffey can't do much about it. Patterson's there, car 16's there, Sean Doyle.
He can't go anywhere really, so he just needs to figure out where is the gap, where's the opening. Shane Patterson just trying to be as respectful as possible, but he really can't get out of it because if he goes up high, he has
to stay there.
Yeah, so Adam Malone's just pretty much stuck there, so he's got to trust Shane Patterson that he won't do anything. Bit of info about Shane Patterson while we're talking about him. He actually does.
Yeah, I've got the. It's hard to talk. Oh, there's an incident. There's a massive incident. That's Kyle Ridley involved. Oh, they're all involved. They're all off the track. They're all lawn mowing. Thomas Burns got himself back on the track. Where is he?
Whoa, that was huge.
I have no idea what happened there. Let's. Do you want to see if we can find what happened?
Yeah.
Who was involved? Who was the main?
No one of our leaders.
Dylan Shepherd's in
Where is he going?
P4.
P3. No, he's P3 now.
P3.
Oh, P4.
P4. Yeah. So let's see if we can get a replay of what just happened there. I'll stay on board with Thomas Byrne. We'll see what's happening in front of him. So we saw them getting loose. We're trying to chat about what's going on, and it was all happening. And then this moment, somewhere,
yeah. So Adam Malone goes down.
Oh, just everyone involved. Oh, and Thomas Byrne, how did he get through that? He's on a controller, ladies and gentlemen, and he held on to that with his thumbs.
Mate, that impressive driving from Thomas there. If no one's really given this simulator a go, it is, when you're going over 300 kilometers an hour, it is hard to control a car when you're going 300 kilometers and you've got to instantly go left. It's not fun, but some of those guys got out of it skimp free. And mate, we talked about these guys pitting before, but Joe Philsell and Brody Kostecki, I don't think they'd be too happy because
they got a lifeline. They pitted under green conditions, and they're not gonna lose that lap. They're gonna get back onto this lead group. They'll probably take the lead too. So
I think they actually are a lap. Yeah, they are a lap.
Yeah, exactly right. So Ben Nothling, they were asking Ben Nothling, can you conjure up a safety car before lap 105? He just said, "You're welcome." He conjured it up out of nowhere. That was some really cool racing. That was about 30 laps of racing. That was cool. Great to watch. Everyone's in the pits.
So, a bit of an update. Mitch McLeod, Jason Holdsworth, Thomas Byrne, Kyle Ridley, and Matt Putton is all in the pits. And it looks like Kyle Ridley's straight out of the pits. He isn't taking tyres. Kyle Ridley could be effective leader. No, Craig Roffey and Adam Malone.
the Roffinator, Coffee Man. White with 2 out the front, I'm pretty sure.
And all these guys out the front here will just get their lap back now because they're behind the leaders. I think they will. That's
a very long stop for Thomas Byrne. So I think he took
I think he took tyres. Yeah.
Tyres, all the fuel he can get. Look, what are we at? Lap 96. If we get some safety cars, that could be enough to get home.
Could get home. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting for Brody Kostecki and all those guys that lap down. It's going to be interesting to see if the other guys need a pit on green flag. They could be lining up a very good victory. So keep an eye on those boys. We know Jared Filsell and Brody Kostecki are very good drivers. Jared winning the last biggest V8 supercar trophy you could ever get in the series. So very good driver, and same as Brody Kostecki. I don't think he needs much of an introduction.
No, Ben, I'm just looking at what Ben Nolt thinks. So if we get some safety car, if was a big. It was going to come. It was going to come. The safety car was going to come, and depends what happens with it. I'm just hoping some guys get a lap back after this. Who's at the front there? It says that Kenny on my screen is the effective leader, but that can't be right. Number 41. Actually, I am wrong. So there's Brad Newman. Is he getting his lap back? Who was that?
He's getting his lap back. Yeah, so he's getting his lap back. So Kenny Condomos
leading the race. Condoms
leading the race, and he's actually got a heap of lap traffic behind him. So he's actually got this buffer to really just go from here. So we're going to go back to double file as well. So we're going to retry this again.
Oh god.
So we'll see what happens. But yeah, single file was definitely the way to go there. And it looks like Craig Roffey, the Coffee Man, is going to go into second place. I think Kyle Ridley.
Yeah, he's on the outside. I reckon that outside line is going to rubber up really nice. It should be probably the fastest way around this track shortly. So, but that inside line, everyone was on it just there, single file, sticking to bump drafting. I mean, that's what Daytona's all about.
Yeah,
that safety car's tyres are going to need to be changed after this one. He's done a lot of laps on those.
I just seen where everyone is. So Brody Kostecki is a lap down, but Jared Filsell is in 10th.
Yeah, so that's exactly right. So no, I think he's actually up a position now. I think you'll find that he's actually up into position 8. Jared Filsell. So after it all shakes out, I think we'll find him in P8. Thomas Byrne, P9. Mitchell McLeod. Now he led a lot of laps. He wasn't super involved in that incident before, but he's come out. I think a lot of people have got varying fuel stops of what they've done. I'm just trying to work out what the pit stops of people have done. Kyle Ridley, which is out the front at the moment, he's done 7 pit stops.
Wow.
And he's in P4.
Wonder what his fuel strategy. I think everyone would be on the same fuel strategy.
I think the fuel strategy from that point is I'm going to fill up every time there's a safety car.
Dylan Shepherd's had to come in. And here we go. So Adam Malone, Kenny actually leading us off, and there he goes. So Kenny getting a good jump. Adam Malone just right behind him, so he's going to tuck back in. Kyle Ridley in the BMG car is going to lead us in 4th position, and Jason Holdsworth, probably the most experienced out of here. He's got over, I think he said over 3,000 races he's done in NASCAR. So he's just going to try and stay on that outside with Jared Filsell there. And Matt, his teammates there too. So there's a lot happening. So that single file down below looks very strong.
Oh! Who was that in the 39 car? That was Jared Filsell. He's blown his engine. He's missing the bonnet there. I just spotted it. He went backwards. Like he put the brakes on.
Oh wow! I just saw what just happened.
I think he's...
What?
Has he blown an engine or what's he done? Well, that's massive for this race. If Phil Sell's out of this now with 50 laps to go, 51 laps to go, I should say.
Matt's out of it. Matt's out of it too with the Nitro Matt. So that's going to be interesting. Matthew Brunt and Mitchell McLeod though, mate, the guys that just keep coming is they're on the outside lane with Brody Kosecki. That's definitely not a bad person you want behind you. So Mitchell McLeod just trying and use that top line.
Oh no!
Brunt just moved up while Kosecki was trying to make a move, and Brunt's just trying to block it. Brunt's coming in the pits and he's going to get a drive through for going too fast in the pits.
Yeah, 100%. He's done the right thing. He's coming for a... he might get that cleared possibly, but we'll see how we go. Better not think how many cars on track. I count about 25 to 26 cars on track at the moment, maybe more.
I think it's actually 28. Yeah, there was guys like 11 laps down, still racing. So there's some guys out there that are seriously just racing for the fun of it and getting out there. Curtis Bird off the track with Oliver Patterson, and Curtis might hit the wall. I think he's fine. No, it's close. So Curtis going off the track. There, the Birdman. Front though. Look at all these guys up the front there.
Yeah, Thomas Burns had to let them all go. He just got out of that train, and he just has to slip back in here now if he can, and just stay on it. Oh!
Brad Newman giving someone a touch there.
That's Andy Barber, I'm pretty sure, that got absolutely sideways coming through turn 1, I think it was.
Yeah, no, that was turn 2.
Turn 2.
I think there's some internet issues. Because
yeah, 100%. We got a lot of cars on track for sure. I don't know if Andy Barber can actually pull that back. I think he's just, he's so far out of that slipstream. I might just jump on board just to show everyone at home. That's the pack, and it's going to disappear into oblivion. 2.3 seconds, 2.5 seconds, 2.6 seconds. Yeah, he's not catching that pack anytime soon. He needs some help, Andy Barber. These there's something happening at the front there. Something massive happened at the front. It looked like they're going through the bus stop, those guys.
Kenny Cronamos just got absolutely sent.
So no safety car called for these guys. That car looks okay. Oh, the rear of it's looking a little bit second-hand.
So Brad Newman up to the front there.
You know, Min's she said "Go Kenny" as he finds himself into a wall. That's on you.
Yeah.
Min Sadman.
Yeah. Yeah. I think race control should.
Well.
Yeah.
Hang on, who's at the front here? Is that Brad Newman back at the front again?
Yeah, Brad Newman. After just bumping a few people, but yeah, everything's kind of back to normal, I guess. So yeah, see if race control does anything about that. Kyle Ridley though, back in P3. Oh, Mitch McLeod though.
He's found himself on the outside, Mitch McLeod, so you don't want to be out there. He can't pull in because here comes Thomas Byrne into P3.
So Thomas Byrne in P3 and Kyle Ridley in second. Coffee Man and Adam Malone on the back there. So Kyle Ridley just pushing Brad Newman across the back there. I think he'll give him a bit of a tough time with Brad Newman bumping a few people. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting there. See how much level of respect there is now. Thomas Byrne just getting a little push from Craig there.
Thomas Byrne has really got control. I really can't believe what he's doing on the controller. He's at the front here. He's been battling really good. The car looks very clean. I know he's been involved in a couple of incidents. That one where he got a bit of a nudge in the back and went into the infield and somehow caught it was a miracle at best. And now he's found himself battling the P1.
Yeah, he is. Yep.
it's amazing what if you keep in it. Who knows what can happen?
That's racing, baby. That's racing.
That's it. Kyle Ridley pushing Brad Newman. But I think if Thomas stays where he is, I think he'll be happy that he's even on the podium to just be there, really. Because yeah, the field's been stacked tonight.
I would look. If you're going to be settled for a podium, you're not going to get a podium. I think in a race like this, it's win it or bin it. If you ask me, that last lap is going to be absolute chaos. We do have 5 white-green checkers, I think, tonight. So we'll see. It could we could go into overtime tonight. God, I hope it doesn't. But it really could.
It's been a long one, but yeah, that guy's still racing out there. Brody Kostecki's still in it as well in the back, and Andy Barber after little ones. Yeah, a lot of things going on, but just Jason Holdsworth.
Jason Holdsworth, yeah, he's still hanging in there. He had a lot of he's been in everything actually. He's been at the back. He started in P6. He's worked his way from like P30 on his way back up. So he's been everywhere tonight. Hopefully he can make himself back up onto this lead pack.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's the ideal thing right now.
I'm just watching Mitchell McLeod. I'll jump on board just to show everyone. That's the pack. He's just caught on the. He's lucky. Oh, is he saving?
Oh, he's going pretty slow. 304.
Yeah, I think he's saving. I think he's off the throttle just a little bit, Mr. McLeod. Massive racing family, these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
he's saving. He is definitely just sitting there on 3/4 throttle, not doing too much, just staying with his lead group, saving a bit of fuel, making sure he's got what it takes to get to the end.
Yeah, for sure. I think right now, I think it's just saving a bit of fuel and using that strategy because Kyle Ridley's not giving Brad Newman any time to think, just pushing him that whole way after the bumping and turning, and it's quite interesting. Brad Newman
it's happening. It's happening up here. Yep.
Wow, that was close. Kyle trying to go back up the top now, trying to get that slipstream back. That was Burn though, still keeping in there. He's all he needs to be is just there in the end. Kyle Ridley getting the run back again though. See if we can get the overtake done. I don't think he might go around the outside. That we've seen the grip been getting up there. Brad Newman's going up there now.
Yeah, like that grip, just a little bit higher. Just the centre lane is grip heaven right now.
It definitely looks like that. After 109 laps, 40 to go. We're actually catching up to a front pack in front of us with Shane Patterson, Kurtz Bird, and Jared Wilson, and Dylan Sheffield. So, got to get around those guys. It's actually got a few of Brad's teammates in there, and as well. So
if he's smart, he might want to try and just get those guys on here and give them a bit of a hand. This is a good pack actually. This has got six of the best up there in the front. Mitchell McLeod is see, he's playing coy. Those guys, who's that? Just ranging up on those guys at the moment at the back there. That's Andy Barber. Oh, and Jason Holdsworth that we were talking about before, and and Brody Kostecki.
Very nice.
Well, Brody Kostecki is a lap down, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's on lap 109, and here he comes. So yeah, and there's Mitchell McLeod. They've got an absolute run here. Oh, where's he going to go? He's got nowhere to go.
Absolutely nowhere to go. Mitchell McLeod. Oh, it's a bit of a bump. I saw that scrape from the back.
Now, that's a lap car. Oh, well done. Whoever that lap car is, that number 47 car?
That's Shane Patterson.
Yeah, well done, mate. That's very considerate of your fellow racers.
Mitch McLeod.
Oh, Mitch McLeod. Right
up to the wall and scraping there. There's about a good 10 cars there. Wow.
So this battle for P1 has turned into an 8-way battle for P1.
I think there's a good 8 line there.
Yeah.
So, Brad Newman is going to work with Brody Kostecki. They're on the same chat. Same voice comes. They're going to work together. We saw Mitch McLeod working with those boys when he could. It's going to follow Brad Newman's Kostecki again. Look at this. Mitch McLeod onto the bottom. They're going to try and squeeze him. Yep.
Oh!
Right, he's trying to squeeze in.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And there's contact.
That did
Somehow.
not need to be a safety car, if you ask me. Brody actually got control. I don't know how he got control of that Boost Mobile
He
number
did bloody
99.
well.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just hang on, and the thing straightened up. So a safety car, fair enough. The safety car was called, but
He's yeah. What happened there was Brody was trying to squeeze in
Exactly
out
right.
of the Volvo, and Mitch McLeod went, no, just
not interested
around
in that.
the-
So
Yep.
what could actually happen here is because of this incident that he's involved in, he might actually get his lap back.
could do. Yeah, he definitely could. Brady even in the lead now with Mitch McLeod, mate. He seems like he's always up there. He wants that prize money.
Oh, definitely. I mean, this. You mentioned some money. Hey, we'll mention it again. Nick Burling, BMG, Burling Motor Group, used cars, financing, whatever you need. Go see him. Give him a burl. But he's put $300 out of his back pocket, out of his skyrocket, to the guy that finishes first here tonight. I'm just saying, if he's still lapping, Nick Burling? Yes, he is.
I think
In the
he's
18
still
car.
out there.
Yeah, there he is. So he's a fair way off, but hey, he loves his sim racing. He really does. To be out here competing with these guys, he's P22, so not bad out of about 45 cars starting tonight.
So here we go. The pit stops have arrived. So this is where you could get all the fuel on board now. Brad Newman stopped. Mitch McLeod will be the next stop.
Trying
Let's
to
see if
work
he
out
gets
who
on his
stayed
mark.
out.
Brody
Was-
Kostecki stays out. Mitch McLeod's in, so he stopped on his box. Adam Malone, I should say. Almost said Adam McLeod. Jason Holdsworth. Everyone's mostly stayed out. Nick Belling stayed out. Brody Kostecki and Sean Doyle. So they're trying to get laps back.
Yeah, what'll happen is if the safety car lets him go, he'll come into the pits on that one and try and jump him that way, and get his lap back. Thomas Byrne he's done such a good race. We'll jump on with him again. We've mentioned a few times. The other guy I wanted to mention that as we've skipped over so many times is Matt Payton. He's out there in the number 58 machine. Clean skin, I'd call that. So he's after sponsors.
We were talking about I've just been saying Matt in Nitro, but yeah, he's teammates with Jason Holdsworth, and mate, they've just been there all night. I'd said at the start they'll be there. I don't expect them to be down the back. They've got so much experience as a team. Been in their Discord quite a bit recently, and yeah, really good bunch of guys. They know what they're doing. Very intelligent when it comes to NASCAR and how to do an oval and how to take the right line. And I was very wrong when I asked them about a few things about NASCAR. They proved me exactly wrong. So there's a lot to it, and they're doing really well out there.
Ben Nothling just said, after sponsors, you say. I'll give him a shameless plug, actually. Project Mew. He's your brake man, Ben Nothling. If you want anything to do with your boy racer spec or girl racer spec car or track car or anything that has to stop, he's your man. Jump onto the Race Industries website and check out the Project Mew and PMU pads.
He's actually got a Nitro livery on, but I don't think it's showing up.
No, it's not
yet.
showing up for me at all. Well, look, I quite like it. The clean skin out there. He's being followed by. So it's so hard to say who's actually in the pack here because there's a lot of guys with laps down. Ben Nothing says, "Give me a burl." Out there. So here we go. We're going to see some cars get some laps back. Mitchell McLeod.
Already gets his lap back.
Who's at the front? So that's Adam Malone is now going to take control of this. Yeah, so Mitchell McLeod, Adam Malone, and Craig Roffey, the coffee man. We've been mentioning them all night. Andy Barber's up there. Jason Holdsworth, we mentioned him. Thomas Byrne. Oh, mate, I'm telling you, he is punching way above his weight right now. He's done 114 laps with some of the best sim racers, the best oval sim racers out there, and he's showing what he can do.
Mate, not to alarm you, and you're probably going to feel like you've aged 3 years, but mate, we've been streaming for 2 hours now, so we've hit the mark.
Nothing, mate.
14 minutes.
Nothing on me, mate. I can stream all bloody night, alright? All bloody night. I got to get used to. I got to get used to stream for ages because we got a Bathurst 12-hour coming up, and I want. Oh, you're going to be racing, but I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be hoarse by the end of that.
Yeah, I mean, even now my throat's just absolutely cooked.
Well, mate,
so,
you still got you still got ages to go. We got 36
know.
laps left. You'll be fine.
I know, mate. But yeah, we hit the 2-hour mark, so we're getting there. So yeah, 114. So 150. So we got an hour on the clock. So I think we'll get all our laps done by then. But yeah, we should be.
Oh, is there a time limit on this as well? Is there?
Yeah, so just in case we go too long, but yeah, about 150 laps. So it's almost a 3-hour race, and I think the safety car's going to roll off.
We're not going to get there. I think we'll get a laps done well before that. If anyone's watching at home,
yeah,
I might bring it down. So we're down to the last 37 laps to go. So we are down to the meat and veg now.
So Mitch McLeod's going to lead us off. So he's actually led the most laps, it looks like. So Adam Malone trying to get behind Craig Roffey there. Tom Spurn there. Andy Barber on the outside with Jason Holdsworth. He's trying to try something different. With looks like Matt, his teammates actually left him out there. So teammates trying to try different things. Try and find where the grip is. Brad Newman and Brody Kostecki on the lead laps.
That outside lane is doing it again. We got the.
David Atkinson off.
Oh, it's David Atkinson. What about Holdsworth? Is he still there? Yeah, he's still there. He's still there thereabouts. Brody Kostecki has got his lap back, and here he comes. We might jump on board with him for a lap and see how he makes his way up through the field, which I think he's going to do. I'm sorry, I was going to leave that for a lap, but did you see that outside pass that Brody Kostecki did?
Mate, I was clenching and going, he's got the biggest testicles I've ever seen.
That was Matt Payton, I think he went around on the outside. That was unbelievable.
No, I don't think that was Matt. I think that was Jace. Yeah, it was Jason Holdsworth. So he just put his big melons on the desk and went, yeah, mate, we're going to go around the outside of you.
Oh, that's crazy.
He's done it well.
He's going to actually bump Jared Filsell now. Teammates, you could say.
Oh, I'm gonna call these guys teammates, but we'll see. I'll tell you if they're teammates in a second. If one of them sends each other.
Oh yeah, look at them. They're just going through the field now.
Oh, someone had to come up there. Someone has to go up and block this right now. If they're smart about it, they need to get up there and make sure that does not go out there on the outside. Yeah, and they've done it. They've done it. McLeod. Oh, he's gone back down to the bottom. I think that's a bad I think that's a mistake actually. You just don't want to let these guys lead.
Yeah, like you look at their bump drafting there. Brody's just on the back of it, just not even like.
They might run out a little bit of steam here. Oh, and Brody gets massively sideways.
Wow. 3 wide. Mitch McLeod's going to keep having that run. Mitch actually pushing him up. Ah, he's giving him a bat.
Yeah, I think that was. I think that should have happened. Oh, hang on. Is that Jared Filsell involved? No, that's not involved. I think that's Kyle Ridley that's been involved in an incident. Dylan Shepherd.
Oliver Pattinson's been involved.
Yeah, Dylan Shepherd was definitely involved in that incident. I'll see him get a replay of what happened there. So, jumping on board here with the number 43 machine. Keep an eye on him. He was definitely involved in what happened here. At the front, it was all happening, and then there must have been. Yeah, he's gone down low. It must have happened shortly. They're all niggling. Oh, that's. Oh, the 43 got loose. Oh, who's the number 25 machine?
Jason Holdsworth's getting caught up in that.
Yeah, Holdsworth got massively caught up in that. He's got big damage. Oh, wow. Cars had to go everywhere to avoid that incident. But there's talk and chat about how many actual racing laps are left. And yeah, we should do a count on that. We'll go back live. So everyone's going to come down on the pits, I think. No, Craig Roffey stayed out. I think it's smart to stay out here. If you think you've got enough fuel, bugger the tyres, stay out on track and see what you can do. Thomas Byrne has come in for a quick splash and dash. Hopefully he stays out on that lead lap after this. We'll keep an eye on what's going on there. As long as he doesn't go a lap down, he should be fine. Just looking out for that safety car now, where it is. So as long as he gets out in front of that safety car, he should be okay. Nigel Siddell, let's see where he is on track. He's actually made his way, the number 69 car. We've seen him everywhere tonight. He's back up there into P6. Okay, for everyone at home, in the chat, sorry I've neglected you for a little bit there. It was pretty cool driving. Donna Doyle, everyone involved from driver sponsors, especially you guys in commentary, all a great bunch of guys and loving following you all. Thanks to Vermilion for putting on a great series of racing. Don't leave us yet, Donna. Are you wrapping us up, are you? Go get another gin and tonic. Come back out. We've still got another half an hour of racing, to be honest. And Ben Nolting said agreed. This has been a great night. Hey, we've loved being in the commentary team as well with this. We got on here a little bit late. We didn't know if we were actually going to bring this live to you guys, so I'm so glad we're here. Anyone got some numbers? Who's actually watching?
We've actually got over 30 people.
Yeah,
watching.
great. That's great numbers for a little league that that Ben has started up for us all. So excellent to see. Ben Nolting says we're seeing that the 69 in places you wouldn't expect to see a 69. What, up front? Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah. PJ Aaron, PG.
I keep it PG all the time. It's those you wouldn't have heard it. You wouldn't have heard it, but our co-commentators were a bit potty mouthed on Wednesday night. Yes, we've had to pull them up on that. Yeah. Keep it PG. Yeah. We got young ears listening all the time.
You know what's shocking? So, Jason Holdsworth car was pretty much in the bin. You'd pretty much scrap it and
Yeah, you'd scrap that thing. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So he still had a fast repair and he's back out on track. And there was some radio chatter that was very interesting. It's colourful.
Colourful? Yeah, he was giving character references. Is that what was happening?
Not exactly him. I think it was more Brad Newman. But it was very interesting.
Hey, we'll have to do. We've been a lot of people asking us to do a podcast. We're going to have to do something when we have races like this to catch up on what actually happened out there on track. So Ben Nolting says he's already blown up the 5 AM swim training. Wow, mate, that's massive coming from you. You never miss your swim training, so don't. Just get up early and get on with it, mate. You'll be fine. You don't do much at work, so you'll be right. Andrew Sharp, I've learned about the young ear. Yes, Andrew Sharp, we do have a lot of... actually, most of the team in Vermilion under 17. I'd imagine most of the guys there. There's a lot.
No, it's more
under 18.
More
18. Yeah, exactly right. They're all boys anyway. If you ask me.
I was going to say 17 and up. It feels like
compared to me, they're all pups. Let's hide this battle pack. I just want to see the most positions gained while we're waiting for this to get going again. Yeah, I thought so. Jared Filsell up 31 positions. Dylan Shepherd up 24 positions. Brody Kostecki, he's made a heap up. Brad Newman and Timothy Vaughan. He started down the back too, so he put a bit of pressure on himself starting at the back. All those guys did, and they're still here when it comes down to the pointy end with 30 laps to go.
Green flag.
And here we go. They're off green again. Up the front, and these guys have been here the whole time Craig Ruffy, the coffee man, and Adam Malone. Great start, and it's mate, it's a very interesting start with Jared Philsale just getting a little swamped there by Mitch McLeod. And it looks like Mitch is just there. Nigel might stay on the bottom to give Mitch a push. Nigel's actually back in P5. He was actually 2 laps down, I think it was. So,
Oh, who's that on the inside?
push.
Someone's got out of the way.
Oh, Jay's giving Brad Newman a huge bump there from Brad Newman's comments there. So, very interesting. Oh, Jay's getting a bit squirrely.
Oh, hang
as
on.
well.
Thomas Burns coming back into the pits. What's going on there? Oh, he might have had a speeding. Oh, that's Newman around, is it? Oh, we'll have to watch that. That looks like a bit of a serve on Brad Newman. No safety car being called either. Oh, let's see what actually happened there. So, we'll keep... There's the number... Yeah, you can't miss it. The number 10 Falcon... it's not really a Falcon livery. It's a Falcon livery without the Falcon on it. The number 10 there, he's following Brody Kostecki. And here comes... Something has been said in chat, I think. And that is... who is that behind there in the number 1 car? That's Jason Holdsworth. I think was out for a little bit of revenge, possibly. I'm not sure what actually happened there, but keep an eye on the number 10. So we saw him coming in.
I just had a look at the replay. So Jason Holdsworth just pulling it out. So.
Oh no, it wasn't him at all. So
no, it was actually Craig.
I'm gonna have to get another.
I think Craig Ruffy giving him a bit of a serve from tonight.
How many coffees do you want, mate? That's what he's asking. We might just jump back to that now. So. I'm sorry to just jump back and forth here. Try to get a better camera angle for everyone at home of actually what happened here. So it looks like Brad Newman actually came down. Yeah, he's come down on him. He's come down on the coffee man. So he, that's Brad Newman done that by himself, if you ask me.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And no safety car. So let's get back to live racing. Sorry about that, everyone at home. So yeah, Brad Newman's come in to either serve a penalty or...
yeah, he did get a penalty.
He did get a penalty. Fair enough. He came down pretty hard. There was probably half a car still in his way as he came down to clear that. So that's massive. Let's just jump back in the chat here. It's just gone off. I've shifted to hot chocolate, says Madeline Williams. Yeah, no more alcohol for the rest of the night. We're getting past bedtime. Liam Banks says all the mockery of you guys comes from a place of intense jealousy, and that you guys are quicker. Okay, well look, we're not jealous of. Oh my God, who's that in the background? That's the number 16 car. Was he battling, or was that a lap? Was that a car that was lapped down? I'll have to come back to that.
That was Sean Doyle. Oh! Mitchell McLeod spinning Sean Doyle.
Is that what happened? Was that Sean Doyle that was going back around in circles behind us?
Yes.
So we'll just see. Where is Mitchell McLeod at the moment? He's gone back. Oh, he's on the back of this group again. I think he's still saving fuel. Mr. Mitchell McLeod. Yeah, he stayed there at the back. He hasn't tried to put in too many moves. We've only got 24 laps left to go. I can't believe there's 24 laps left. Bring him on! Donna, Sean is well past puberty, says Donna. I don't know what that was about. We'll have to find out what that was about. Oh no, I'm not even going to mention what Ben Nothing said there.
Oh, just saw that message. Not to be commented on or said ever
was that
again.
the 69 card? I'm not sure. No, Nigel Siddell is up the front there. Actually, how that car is up the front there, I have no idea. I mentioned it before. We've had a bit of a joke about having a 69 at the front. Geez, that came out wrong. But he's in P4 and battling for the lead here.
Definitely looks like that.
So this battle pack, who have we got? Who is actually in it? Because I'm going to bring this up. So Jared Filsell up front, Brody Kostecki, he's gunner behind him. Adam Malone in the number 3 car has been there or thereabouts all night. Nigel Siddell in the 69 car, we've mentioned him. Craig Roffey, white with 2, thanks, is in P5, and Mitch McLeod has got a really massive run on the outside, so he's going to get up here into P4, maybe even P3. He's going to be fighting. What a run on the outside from the 40 machine.
Yeah, he's actually got a black flag.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, yeah.
For an incident with... We'll have to find out what happened there.
With one of Adam Malone's teammates. Yeah, there's a few going on. I've heard the radio been going on for the last 5 minutes about stuff, so there's been a few things going on. Some of the drivers are not happy with certain drivers, and there's been some drivers taking out some people.
Yeah, not on, especially when there's so much prize money up for grabs. Maybe we should have muted comms for most of this race, but mate, the thing is, all these guys will be yelling at each other, right, on track. They'll get off track and they'll be fine. It's something about pack racing that just brings out the worst in everyone.
Yeah, it definitely is, and listening to it, there's definitely Adam Malone actually moving up on Mitch McLeod there. There's some stuff there going on. Oh, it's Matt. Oh.
They're coming up on a lap car here, and they're going to be 3 wide as they come up on this lap car. Or lap cars, I should say.
Look at that white car.
Oh, no! Mitch! Mitch McLeod's taken out all of them! Safety car with 20 to go. Oh, and Jared Filsell and Brody Kostecki are saying, thank you very much. We'll take this right to the green checker. Who's that going around the outside? Oh, I can't believe what I just saw there. We'll try and get... Who was that? That was... Whoo-wee! Mitch McLeod. We'll see if we get a replay of what actually happened there. I hope it wasn't his fault, but looks pretty damning. So he's on the outside here. This is a little bit before it happened. Probably about 30 seconds before it happened. So pack racing at its best. He's given him a bump. So that's, who was that on the inside there? That was the number 3 machine, was it? Of Adam Malone?
Yeah.
So 3 wide. I said they're coming up on the pack. Has he turned down on him? Or he's just turned down. He's turned down and didn't realise the number 69 car was right there. Oh, and the 58 car that needs a sponsorship. Who was that? Matt Patron. Yeah, Matt Patron was out there, and he got caught up in that as well. So that's the end of Mitchell McLeod's night, unfortunately.
Yeah, it looks like that's the. He's had a rough night, old Mitch McLeod. Yeah, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. We're going to have to unpack this for probably another week before we get to the bottom of all the incidents that actually happened.
I'm just texting race control at the moment, just trying to get my head kind of wrapped, get my head wrapped around it. It's been, there's some interesting stuff going on out there. And yeah, race control's trying to keep a handle of them. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on that's some drivers not liking each other at all at the moment. You can really tell people want that money, that's for sure.
So anyone in chat, predictions right now, we got, just to go through our top 10, that's probably who we're going to pick from at the moment. Jared Filsell, Brody Kostecki in P2. Adam Malone has been there all night up the front. Nigel Siddell in the number 69 car, favourite of mine. Craig Roffey, Get a Coffee, White and 2 in P5. Andy Barber, he's been a little bit off the... We've been there or thereabouts. He's gone up and down the field. Matt Payton was involved in that major incident, so he's probably going to have to pit, I'd imagine. Kyle Ridley in P8. Dylan Shepherd P9. Thomas Byrne is now back into the top 10. I'm just trying to work out, is he going to get his lap here back? Yeah, he is. He's going to have a lap back. He's got the most fuel and the best tyres at everyone right now. So anyway, predictions, anyone out there? People outside the top 10, we've got Brad Newman, Jason Holdsworth, Mitchell McLeod. I don't think that card's coming back out of the pits. Curtis Bird, Dwayne Dewell and Brody Shepherd make up our top 16. Nick Burling is still racing and he's up in 18th.
He's done well there, right? He's been slowly crawling back there. Oliver Patterson's still in it. Who else is in it? David Atkinson's still on the server. Brody Shepherd's like. There's so many people that
really haven't got this recognition, but Oliver Pattinson's 11 laps down. Nick Burling's 11. Brody Shepherd's 11 down.
Yeah. Hey,
Wayne,
hats off to them. You get it? That's people. That's sim racers that enjoy sim racing. That's what that is. That's the guys that probably haven't blown up on the comms at all and having a really good race and enjoying every second of it. And Ben Nothling's got, has said Brody. Mins Adamant has said an each way on Thomas. I think that's a really good bet, actually. Thomas Byrne. I honestly think he's got the best car out there right now. Yeah, definitely on Thomas. I wouldn't put it past Kyle Ridley to have a really good shot at this one as well. But these boys, Nigel Siddell and Craig Roffey and Andy Barber, are here to win.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, it's
I can tell that you're distracted. Some stuff's going on in comms for you. With
mate,
what it's going, it's absolutely blowing up. So
I'm trying to listen.
Yeah.
I'm trying to listen to the radios, trying to text race control at the same time, going, okay, what's going on?
yeah, I don't think they'll be able to tell you either. We don't give them much of a shout out, but the guys in race control that do this week in, week out for us, hats off to them, because they make some massive calls. Sometimes they're not right, sometimes they're bang on, but they always make the call, and they get it right probably 99% of the time. So hats off to them for giving up their time to be out there. We normally have safety car drivers as well. Here it's a little bit too hard. They'd want to go to bed by now. Oh, who's that getting a wave around? That's the
Shane Patterson.
Shane Patterson's getting a wave around, so that's going to bring him up onto. No, he won't get his lap back. He's about 14 laps down, I'm pretty sure.
Well, just a bit of an update for everyone who's watching and for Aaron as well. So, Mitchell McLeod has been removed from the server from intentionally wrecking me.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's what race control has been deemed it by, and yeah, so. It's been
Yeah, okay. Well, look, me and Ben Nothling will talk about that tomorrow at work. I can guarantee. But yeah, obviously there's some. We're about to go green again, but yeah, obviously there's some red mist that's descended on most of these guys at the moment.
Green flag.
That's it. And Jared Philson's going to lead the race again. Brody Kostecki right behind, and Adam Malone in P3. Craig Roffey. I tell you what though, from all the stuff that's been happening, Craig Roffey and Brody Kostecki have been the cleanest and probably the most just keep coming back and just giving punches, and it's been great to see. Same with Jared Philson.
They've been clean. I mean, they've been up the front and they're clean racing. It'd be great to see Jared Philsell have a win here, but these guys that have come in, first I've seen on the track is Adam Malone, Craig Roffey and Matt Payton. Yeah.
Yellow flag is out.
Oh, hang on. They just called a yellow flag.
Jason Holdsworth's just been.
Well, he was wobbling around anyway. He had some major damage, and that's Curtis Bird that's been involved in that as well. We'll see what actually happened there. You obviously already know what happened, but for everyone watching at home, we'll have a bit of a watch as we come down here into. So we've already had the restart.
Yeah, so just Brad Newman here.
Stay on Brad Newman.
Yeah, we'll just see what happens here with Brad. Bit of an incident.
So just coming in on the back straight now. And what are you on now? Lap 135, so this would have been lap 134.
Oh, okay.
And
Big incident.
yeah.
Big incident.
So those two,
yeah, they haven't been seen eye to eye at all through this whole experience. I mean, and that car's got different rules. A send is worth 2 cents in the bush, I think. Or goes something like that. A bird in the hand's worth 10 bowling balls. I don't know how it goes, but it's different rules in NASCAR. I don't know what you can and can't get away with. I don't think you can get away with a punt like that.
yeah, those two have been arguing over the radio about certain things, so I would be quite fascinated to know what's going on right now. But yeah, I think race control would be scratching their head, going, "What is going on?"
Ben Nothing said that was a badly judged lane change. Yeah, that's what you could call it. Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
With 14 to go, I think Brad Newman's going to have to serve a penalty for that one. That's just me with absolutely no input to what goes on in the background, but I think that's going to be pretty damning.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I think just doing that kind of stuff is not on. I think it is. I mean, like I said, there's been some really clean guys out there. We've seen our Kai Ridleys and our Matts, our Craig Roffeys, our Adam Malone, even Brody, Jared. You know, they've been all pretty clean. But there's been some drivers that have just been really reckless and doing some weird stuff out there. So like
I wouldn't say
I think,
weird. I'd say smooth brain things, as you like to say.
Yeah, I think it's just, I think it's just one of those things where maybe race control need to be a lot stiffer on the penalties, but that's just like
that's just us, mate. Hey, we're just two guys with a big stick in front of us having a chat. You know, we're just here talking to you guys on the chat, and we can say what we want.
25 people still watching us, by the way. So
yeah. Well, hey, 25
on.
people on here is probably more than is left in the race at the moment.
Yeah, probably.
We started with 40, we've dwindled down to about 28 cars.
I'll tell you who's still racing. So 21 cars we've got. So we've got more viewers than drivers. So yeah, thanks for everyone watching. Jeez, we've still got a few laps to go, but yeah, it's been long, but it's been good though. It's been really good. A lot of controversy, but that's what we like, I guess. It's all about NASCAR. It's a NASCAR game, I guess. We don't really see much contact, I'd say, in road racing, would we, Aaron?
We don't really. Depends who you're racing with, I'd imagine, and what car you're in. And in open wheel, there's no way. But in the big bangers, yeah, why not? Bit of contact, bit of rubbing. Rubbing's racing, but that wasn't rubbing. That was I don't like you, and I'm going to put you in the fence.
Yeah, that was definitely no penalty yet. So yeah,
they're probably going through the 10 to 20 other penalties that they have to go through first before they get down there. Hey, look, it could have been a retaliation. I don't know. Again, the rules in NASCAR are a little bit different to what we have in on road. You can retaliate. Yeah, Donna, I think. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to put that on YouTube. I think the language would be way too much to hear the banter that goes on between these drivers. Afterwards, it's pretty good. That's why we should, honestly, Connor, I'm brainstorming here together, but we should do some sort of podcast to wrap up this championship.
I think we do.
Yeah.
I think, who was it? I think it was Nick Burling.
Nick Burling is wanting us to do it. Like, he's putting the pressure on us massively and said, just do it. Why aren't you doing it? Come on, guys, let's go. And a guy like Nick Burling, he takes life by the horns, and he does it. If he says he's going to do something, he does it. So I think he's going, what are these young fellas doing? Just get on with it and become mainstream.
I was going to say, I think I was talking to Liam and Mitch after you got off, and Liam's actually taken. Yeah, I know, right? Shocking, right? Yeah. And Liam's actually taken a course. How to do a podcast. I'm not even kidding with you. He's done a genuine course.
No, really, Liam. If you're in chat, if you're in chat, you're sad. You're an absolute. Hey, we're going live. We're going green. Brody's got straight behind Jared Filsell. They've gone back to doing exactly what they were doing before their safety car was called, and they're going to try and just gap the field with how many laps left? We got. Yep, that many laps to go.
About
11.
We've got about 20.
11? No, I think we're down to the last 11 laps.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah, 11 laps to go. So this is all. Let's see if we can get some. We've had a lot of people call out for Thomas Byrne. We might stay on board with him for a couple of laps while we've got 11 to 12 laps to go. He's just. Oh, we'll jump on board with him. Oh, he's just fallen off the pack. He might be carrying damage.
I was going to say the big story right now is Matt in the Nitro car right now, right on the back of Adam. He could actually get a podium right now. He could get the win. So there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars in the field at the front now that could get this win. So it's all down to we're on lap 140, so we've only got 10 laps to do now.
Yeah, 10 laps, and this is on. Guys, if they're smart about this, they will do nothing about position changes until the last 2 laps. Liam Banks in chat says he did some voice acting techniques so he could speak more clearly. Bow bow. I mean, all English. You're from England, mate. You just can't speak clearly. That's all that is. No acting techniques is going to fix that for you.
Moving on.
No.
Jokes aside with him.
Yeah,
man.
sorry.
Liam's probably like the best English person that's on the board.
Oh well, he's English. Yeah, he definitely can speak it.
Yeah, yeah.
Half the guys in here can't speak English. I mean, English is my first language, and I struggle with it. I'm pretty sure Liam Banks' English is his second language, possibly. Cockney was his first. I've got to leave him alone. Let's get back to the racing.
Adam Malone just on the back of I almost said Brock Feeney. Brody Kostecki just sitting on the back of Jared Filsell. I mean, do you reckon Brody would go for the win, or do you reckon he's probably like, no, I'll just sit behind
He's a
Jared?
gunner at the moment, but honestly, it doesn't matter who your teammate is when there's 2 laps to go. I think you just play yourself into... If they stay single file for too long, there won't be a challenge. So someone's going to have to be brave. Someone's going to have to talk to their teammates or try and get an outside lane going. That's the only way you're going to get past these guys at the front.
Yeah, it looks like that at this point. I mean, Shane Patterson right down below now, just letting them all go. I wouldn't be surprised if Brody's like, yeah, I'll get Jared the win. I see a lot of these guys doing injuries and yellow flag.
A yellow flag for what? Let's see what we can find down the back here.
Brody
Shepherd.
And
Brody
Nick
Shepherd
Burley.
is way off the track. Oh, Nick Burley, no, really?
Yeah.
We'll see what happened there. I'll stay on board with Nick there. Hopefully he's not to blame for this one. Let's see what the replay brings up. So that's Nick Burley on the outside, trying to stay. I think he's trying to stay out of the way of these guys trying to catch up to the lead lap. Oh, I think that's what's happened there. Is a bit of netcode possibly. Nick Burley has lost a little bit of connection. Is that right?
No, I think not Liam. I keep reading chat.
It looks like Nick's actually went down and Brody's still there and there's been contact.
Okay, then, fair enough. I didn't actually see that out there because it's yeah, I missed all that action for everyone watching at home. I'm sorry about that. Nick Burley's still out there doing laps. What a mission! What a marathon for these guys. I mean, what are we at? 2.5 hours?
Oh, it feels longer than that. I'm yawning when I've said that. It has been 3 hours. Pretty much 3 hours since we've hit the live stream button.
I'm going to leave that message in there. That's McLeod. He's fairly upset with what's going out there. Hey, I feel for you, Mitch. I'm sorry it's happened. Yeah, no, it's been taken out there at the moment. It's not what the racing is all about, but yeah, unfortunately, those things happen in the world of sim racing. So he's come in. That's Nick Berling coming in. What does that say on the front of that car, by the way?
Nick Belling's car?
Bush Flicks.
Which car?
Oh, sorry, I'm talking about Jared Filsell.
Oh,
yeah, the old Bush Flicks. Yeah.
There's some proper funny quotes on it. So, let's read a couple of quotes off Jared Filsell's car.
Yep.
This is basically all the Lobs boys. So on the back of their car, so we all know Richie Stanaway.
Yes, we do.
So on the back of their car, and I'm not kidding, it says Rich's Dock Shop.
Are we talking about? Is he good at doing setups? Is he?
I would say so. Wallace iFlag Productions.
Because we all know about if someone gives me a hot dock, I know I'm on.
Yeah. So and the other one is Fuel Cell Energy. And now I'm gonna have a guess here. I reckon that's Jared Fuel Cell.
Yep.
And they've put fuel cell in there, so that's the back of the car. Let's get to the front of it. Bush Flicks.
Yeah, the Bush Flicks.
They've called it. And on the front, it's got Wallace Pro, and then Woody's. I think it says Woody's something on the front. I think that's referring to Ryan Wood, I would say. So
the champ.
The champ himself.
The champ. So, okay, we're going to go... We've got 6 laps to go. I'm unsure. Oh, we know what caused that safety car, but I don't think there'll be too many safety cars now coming around. But just now, we're going back to the guys on the lead lap. We've got 10 still on the lead lap. Dylan Shepherd, P10. Thomas Byrne, P9. Nigel Siddell in P7. Andy Barbers in P8. Craig Roffey in P6. Kyle Ridley up into P5. Matt Payton up in P4. And Adam Malone has been in P3 for feels like forever. And Brody Kostecki and Jared Filsell working together at the front. These guys are going to have to make a move. This little battle pack behind them, P3 down to P6 or 7, need to do something about it.
Yeah, they definitely need to do something, but it's... I mean, from my point of view, I think Matt Malone just... I keep saying Matt Malone or something. Adam Malone, he just needs to stick on the back of Jared Filsell's, the back of his car. I think he just can't give him that gap to let Brody in, then everyone goes single file.
So we'll jump on board. I'll jump on the go. Oh, that's going to make everyone sick at home. We might jump on the nose of this thing. So here we go. So there you go. Fuel Cell Energy on the back there, the dock shop. So as we're going to go green here, Adam needs to stay on the back end. Do not let Brody Kostecki down. Or vice versa, Matt Payton on the outside needs to make sure that Brody doesn't let Jared Filsell up. So these guys aren't teammates, just remember that. So safety car's in. Let's see if he gets the jump. They're too good at the front there, and it's happened so quickly that it's hard to do anything about it.
Yeah, he's not very. It seems like it's a very
late reaction. He's not getting on that power to get to the floor and get that move done.
So back in the single file, Matt's got a bit of pressure from behind in the Nitro car.
Those three have actually pulled away at the moment. Those the Jared Filsell, Brody Kostecki and Adam Malone have already got a gap of nearly a second over the field.
Yeah, it looks like that, and I would say they just need to work together. We've said that all night, but they just need to work together to get back up the front. So the coffee shop is moving up the front, and P4 and all of them are just going to stick behind and try and catch back up.
So with 5 laps to go, this is the challenge right here. So we saw Brody Kostecki being pushed along by Jared Filsell earlier. Oh no, sorry, it was like this. This is exactly what they're doing. Brody Kostecki's been playing gunner. Oh, that was very... How did he get the run? Poor Adam Malone has been left nowhere. And here comes the angry pack.
Oh, he's going to get swamped here. There's no doubt about it. And Adam would know that, and he's got nothing really to do. But this is what's going to kill Brody and Filsell here is the moment they get back on, the moment they swamp Adam up, that's going to give them enough pull to slingshot straight to the other two. So hopefully they can just run out some laps.
With only 4 to go, they don't have much time to think about it. They need to push.
Yeah, that's it. And I think Brody just needs to hold on for dear life with Jared and pray everything works. But for right now, they just need to hold on.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, you're joking. You're joking. Yellow flag for who? Kyle Ridley, maybe? No, that wasn't Kyle Ridley.
Sean Doyle and Green Machine of Tough 165.
I can't believe Curtis Bird's up in the top 15. Like, he's in 13th at the moment. He's probably going to get up into P12 because Brad Newman's back in the pits. Yeah, Ben Nosley, yeah, you and me both, mate. We've got to work out who was involved in that safety car. If it was anyone. Jeez, there's so many cars still out on track. There's 22... Well, I count 22 cars out on track.
Yeah, there's been quite a bit going on.
So we're going to go green, white, checkered now. This is Jared Filsell. 2 laps green. Yeah, that's all we need. That's all we need. But I don't think that safety car is going to let us do that. This is an absolute free kick for Adam Malone. He'd lost it. Like if that went green to the end, he was nowhere. He was going to find himself back in P7 or 8 once they got him. Dale Lube said, "Is it going to be the last lap Abu Dhabi race steal?" It could be. If anyone's going to steal this race, I think Brody Kostecki might pull something over Jared Filsell. But Jared Filsell's just an absolute rocket when it comes to sim racing. Adam Malone lost a bit of touch there in that restart. So if history's anything to go by, there's only one way to get these guys, and it's to stop Brody Kostecki being his gunman. So if you're Adam Malone, you got to get right on the back of Jared Filsell's car and don't give him anything. Who's it coming into pits? Someone's just coming into the pits now in the background. That's Jason Holdsworth coming in. He's been in the wars with Brad Newman. Yeah, I mean, look, I haven't seen the whole race. I don't know everything about it, but the war that started with Brad Newman and Jason Holdsworth is probably not going to end anytime soon. I don't think.
Yeah,
it seems deeply ingrained now from what I've seen.
From what I've seen, it's been very. I think Jason should be very upset, and he should be upset. There's been a lot of things that it's been called, and I think they're a bit wrong, and I think he is a bit upset with the calls they've made, but it is what it is, and if we did do a podcast, we could unpack.
Yeah, we can unpack that, and we'll probably get some. Because I'll save this replay. Don't worry about that. I'll have to get another hard drive to fit it. I'm going to need some more gigapixels or something to fit all this into.
Yeah, the gigapixels.
Yeah, the gigapixels. So yeah, we're going to do. This is going to be a green, white checker. Once they go racing again. So 1 lap. Well, you take us through. You've been in this situation more times than me.
Yeah. So this will be. This is where just everything matters really. This is when everyone up the front will just do their thing. You know, try and not get into any battles and just pull away, and the guys behind will just absolutely just try everything, put dives, and I mean, you can't dive here, but you've got to just set up the run and just go for it. It feels like, but for these guys, it's just going to be for the front two. It'll just be just try and pull away, and we've seen Jared and Brody do it. So I wouldn't be shocked if they pull away. It wouldn't shock me at all. But
yeah,
to
well,
see
they've done
Jared
it. They've
get a
done
win,
it 4 times in a row from each safety car. They keep on doing the same thing over and over again. So I'm surprised Matt Malone and Craig Roffrey are actually letting that happen. So
yeah, it's a bit strange to me to know that they're just letting him go. If I was Adam at this point, I'd just be kissing that bumper on the restart. And
100%.
And if they brake check you, well, that's their fault, right? Like,
yeah, you're here to win it. You're not going to do 150, well, more than 150 laps around here now, and come third or second. It's not what you're here to do. So for the guys, Adam Malone, Craig Roffey, and Matt Payton, that little pack they got going on there. Kyle Ridley's part of this. Andy Barber's part of it. Thomas Byrne, I've still got tickets on him. I really do. I really do. I know there's only 3 laps to go and he's in P8. I still think, and he wants it too. He wants to be up there on that top step. So let's see what they can do at this restart. I'm going to jump on board with Adam Malone again, just to see. We'll jump on the board with the cockpit. I might go nose here just to see.
but saying all that about Adam, though, he's done well just to stay there all night, and who knows if he's actually got a bit of damage on that car. So if any of the boys from that team are in the chat, let us know what's going on.
Yeah,
with,
let us know. Yeah,
Adam.
there could be damage on that car. We don't know. Again, we're just guys commenting on what we see. Big stick in front of us. That Mustang looks awesome though, by the way. And I'm sure Min's admin wants a Mustang to win this. She wants those Camaros just to get out of the way.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, like I said, I think just Adam needs to kiss that bumper of Jared and just not let Brody go anywhere. I mean, if he just keeps him up there long enough, the pack's just going to be pushing Brody to go fast, and same as Jared. So they can't really work together. They've almost got to work.
No, these guys are backing off that safety car as well. So jump him. Come on, Adam. Have a dig.
Green, green, green.
There goes Green.
Oh!
Jump!
He backed him up a little bit there. That was very smart from Jared Filsell. He backed him up just enough. Yeah.
Oh, Dylan Shepherd.
Oh, is he on the outside? That's Dylan Shepherd on the outside on that top. No.
And another safety car's been pulled.
Oh, that is that's my
Dylan
that's the pots and
Shepherd,
pans
though.
having a bit of a fit, guys. At anyone at home.
Dylan Shepherd, I think, will just get a penalty. Maybe not. Oh. Okay, I'll see what happened. So Dylan Shepherd actually had a little bit of contact with Kyle Ridley there. Man, we're sitting on board with. So that'll be interesting if.
Sean Doyle says, cheers for the great commentary, gents, but one too many people taken out tonight. Yeah, I can agree with that, Sean. It was I was part of that, to be honest. We jumped on board with you if you watch it, and we did what we normally do. We put the mockers on you, and you got turned around. Like I said, there's been a lot of testosterone out there tonight. We need someone like Mama Doyle out there to just settle them down. Maybe get a gin and tonic to most of these guys before they go out there, just to settle the nerves down a little bit before they start flying off the handle. Ben Nothing said thanks for the entertainment. To Sean, yeah, you put on some really good stuff at the start of that race. It's a pity that you're not there right now. Hey, just everyone watching, it's been a really long race, but everyone has put a comment in here, and you've liked the stream. You go into the running for a Noco lithium jump starter, a GBX45. Look it up. They're a pretty cool thing. They're worth over $250. They're a portable lithium jump starter. And then also we got some Sparco sim gloves valued at over about $100 that we're giving away as well. All you had to do is get your either race tonight, get yourself on the stream by having a chat, or and also liking that our YouTube as well.
Yeah, big draw, massive draw. For Nick just to throw us all this is just
unreal. I think last season, you know, we had some awesome prizes. We've all got the same, you know, Ben's came back with all the same trophies from last season. These ginormous trophies.
Oh, they're cool.
But,
They're cool. There's not many, I tell you, there's no one out there putting trophies on like
nothing
this
ours.
like we're doing here. It's pretty cool. I was just sorry, I was lost for words there because Sean Doyle has said, Dale Lube has said, Aaron legit killed you from the caster curse. And yeah, he's right. He's right, we did. Madeline Williams, you'll make gin and tonics for everyone next time. Yeah, please. I'll take you up on that, Madeline. And Orlando Black said, come on, Kyle. Yeah, Kyle's been... Where is he at the moment? He's in P8. Yeah, it's anyone's game.
He's been battered around the bush tonight. He's been...
Hearing the radio, hearing the car hit the wall a couple of times, he's been in the roughs, but somehow that car's still together. He's still on the lead. He's still on the lead lap, and he's on in eighth. Same with Matt, same guy, you know. There's been so many guys that have just been through the bruises, and they're still out there. Oliver Pattinson is one of them.
Yeah.
11 laps down, and he's still out there.
Oliver Patterson's out there. Shane Patterson's out there. Nick Burling's still turning laps. He's in P15. I know he's going to be happy with first. You can't win unless you finish, and he's done that one thing first as well. 150 laps around here is brutal. And to anyone that's finished tonight, congratulations to you guys. Anyone on the lead lap, that's sensational. And anyone fighting for this podium right now, I can't believe it because I wouldn't be there.
So, in game, for anyone that's curious besides myself, we've actually just passed 12 o'clock at night in game.
Oh, in game. So this is everyone. Yeah. Well, you can see how excited the people out there in the crowd is. They're going wild.
Have we just went green? I think we just went green.
No, we have not. Oh, if we have, no, we definitely haven't gone green because it's a safety car.
I was looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Well done, Con. Tell my.
What did we call the safety car last time? Digital Dummy Dave in the safety car. I'm pretty sure.
I think that was.
Yeah, he's done too many laps. If anyone can quote me on that, I can't remember what I called him. I think it was Digital Dummy Dave in the safety car. We need to get him off the track right now.
I'd be curious how many laps he's done. I'd be really curious.
We can work that out. We can work that out after the break.
I mean, you can work that out.
Oh no, I'll jump on the calculator tomorrow when I'm supposed to be working. I might just think about, how many laps did the safety car go? Said no one ever. No one cares. It's done about 1 million too many. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it feels like it. I'm surprised these guys haven't put it back to single file, but I guess for the restart they need that extra.
Ben Nothling says 142 of 150 laps the safety car has done.
Feels like it.
I mean, hey, we're all chatting about it, we're all having a laugh, it's great. Hey, Donna Doyle, you've said most of you guys are a great bunch and respect and clean racing and keep it up. Yes, we do pride the ANZ ESeries on racecraft. That's what we value above all else. We do like a bit of bants as well, but it's all about racing cleanly and having fun on track. So, which we've seen through the whole championship, through NASCAR, Formula Fords, GR86s, and the GT3s. The GT3s were fantastic, by the way. That series was really cool. We had some really great races in there too. So,
Fuji was my favourite.
Oh, you had a win there, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a win there. That was a good race. I think we got over 370 views for that race.
Yeah, that's cool. Fuji's an awesome track. We're going green again. Let's just jump on with Dylan Shepherd. Let's see what he can do.
Green.
Here we go. So Dylan Shepherd, he has been black flagged from what I've seen.
Oh, has he?
Yellow flag is out.
Well, hang on.
Straight out. What? Just anything happened?
I don't think anything happened. I think there's an issue.
Curtis Bird just got absolutely cleaned up.
Oh, yes, he did too. Might as well go back to the replay and find out what happened there.
Oh no, Brad Newman.
Oh, did Brad Newman swing down, did he? Min's admin said the safety car driver is on for long service leave. Yeah, this is getting he'll be definitely into his 10-year service by now. But nothing yet, mate. We're all with you. We're all riding this one to the end, mate. I know you need your sleep. Give it 10 minutes. We'll do a. Okay, so this is where we went green before. So just look out for Curtis Bird. He's in that really cool looking retro livery. Safety. Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of cars involved in that one at the back. That's unfortunate. Sean Doyle, yeah, Formula Fords, mate. We know that you are absolutely rapid in those things. Can't wait to see you out there again. Going back.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, go back live.
Yeah, go back live. Yeah, let's just have a chat about that while we're doing these yellow laps. We'll just bring this up because this is the Formula Ford schedule. So next week we're at Virginia Tech. We're doing 3 20-minute races there. That's going to be really cool. I think it's the full course as well. So that's going to be a really, really cool little battle, especially up the windy, I guess you call it the two side straights. As you go back up to I think the tree is up at the back of that course, which you go around, which is pretty cool. So that's the Formula Fords, and then me and you, mate, in the 86s.
Yeah, I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to the 86.
Yeah, well, we're at Daytona. We're back at Daytona. I mean, we're going to go. We don't have to move far. We're going to stay here for the week, and then we'll be back on, back at Daytona. We saw Curtis Bird. Actually, we saw Sean Doyle. Actually, you say bring on the Formula Fords. I'd say to you, Sean Doyle, you want to back up your result that you had in the GR86s in the Vermilion League.
Yeah, he did well last season, actually. I was just trying to think back.
Well, one of the closest finishes. I think we've had a closer finish, actually, just recently when we went to Okayama.
Yeah, that's right.
With with Ben and Jamie, was it? Yeah, that was a mega race. So you think that Dylan Shepherd's been black flagged?
That's what it came up before, but we'll see.
So yeah, we're going to be live for about 3.5 hours tonight. Hey, thank you to everyone in the chat that stayed with us, and everyone that's watching this, everyone that's going to be watching it back. Just fast forward these bits. That's all I'm going to say to you guys. If you're rewatching it back from about, I think it was with lap 147, you can fast forward it for about 20 minutes because we've been going round and round with safety cars. Matt Christensen says, great job as always, fellas. Well done to the few that made it to the end. You say a few that made it to the end. I think there's about 20 cars out there on track right now, still getting around. If we keep going, Nick Burling's going to get all these laps back and maybe win this thing.
Yeah, it could do. I'm surprised Matt's still watching. It's good that Matt's still watching. I don't think Jamie's in it.
No, Jamie Christensen's not here. If he
Jamie left 109 laps ago.
Yeah, he got to lap 48.
That's commitment.
No, 100. You're right.
Yeah.
He's 48 laps behind right now. Yeah, Teo. So these are the names that we lost. We lost Shane Van Gisbergen early. We lost Teo Serrano early. We lost Jamie Christensen. These are great races. Tom Pritchard got absolutely sent. No fault of his own. He's out of here. Scotty Two Halves out. Matthew Bruntforce Trauma gone. The Condoms, he's nowhere to be seen. Fitzroy Beaumont, he's a great racer, gone. Steve Kokoschke, he's out. Liam Banks is still in here having a chat with us, but he was out many moons ago. Actually, he was lap 14, I think he was gone. Who else we lose? Brody Shepherd. Mitchell McLeod was booted out of here as well. Shane Patterson, David Atkinson, Sean Doyle, as we know, Timothy Vaughan, the Flying Kiwi. Is he still out on track? Hang on, let's just have a quick look. No, he's definitely not out on track. So I think we're about to go green. They've let that safety car go completely now.
Yeah.
So these
they've,
tyres, the tyres and everyone would be absolutely cooled completely off. I don't want to say it, but safety cars breed safety cars, and with cool tyres and that much horsepower, it's going to be really hard to keep the power down. Oh, hang on, Dylan Shepherd's up into P2 after that safety car.
Yeah, it said a while ago he got a black flag for being an unfair restart. So I don't know if he served it or not.
Unless they updated it. Ben Loughlin, the time certain is. I'll bring it up for everyone at home. I don't think it can go time certain now. I think we have to get these laps done. 13 minutes until it's time certain.
Green, green, green.
So we're green flags again. Brody's just jumped straight back on the back there now, and he's doing what he did best before. Dylan Shepherd's about to get swamped by Craig Roffey and Adam Malone. They're going to work together. Matt Payton's going to be in there as well, working together to try and get this done.
I think everyone would just want to get this done at this point. Adam trying to get a move done on Dylan. Adam with a huge run on the outside. He's actually close to Kostecki. He's going to drop in. So he's going to get the move done. Adam Malone right on the back of Kostecki now.
So 2 laps to go. So we're going to go green-white after this one. If they can get through this lap. Oh, there's a bit of jostling happening in the back there for the minor places. But up the front here, Jared Filsell, Brody Kostecki, Dylan Shepherd sending it.
Adam with the run. This is for P3. He's in P3
Whoa.
right now. Kyle Ridley off the track. That could be safety car. No, he's back on the track.
Final lap. Jared Filsell's got this in the bag. He really does. If anyone's going to have a go, it's Adam Malone in the back here. He's been the rear gunner of Brody Kostecki, is keeping him at bay. He's got nowhere to go. If he goes around the outside, he's going to be P nowhere. Hang on. Has he timed this perfectly?
Let's see if Adam's got this. Brad Newman on the back of Phil Sell.
He's pushing him through. Oh, massive.
Brody's went into him.
So Jared Filsell comes through for the win. Brody Kostecki slides across there for P2. Adam Malone somehow wobbles across the line for P3. And the rest is history. Look, thank you everyone at home that watched this and stuck with it. Everyone that's going back there to watch it again. That was pretty cool. Well done to Jared Filsell. His rear gunner Brody Kostecki really brought it home for him. We'll see if we can get these guys in for a quick... Yeah, we made it. Dale Lube, we made it. Our voices are a little bit coarser. I'm not looking forward to going to work tomorrow, but this is what we're going to do. We do this for the absolute love of it, and well done to everyone out there. Well done to anyone that finished this race, to be honest. If you were anywhere at the end there, still racing, well done to you, because it was crazy. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Darren McKenzie. Yeah, it was pretty crazy what happened there at the end. And there's Jared Filsell doing some victory burnouts on victory lane.
Yeah, it looks like he got stuck actually.
Yeah, I was thinking. I hope no one notices that. Yeah, pretty poor burnouts, mate. We'll have to teach him a thing or two when it comes to doing burnouts.
Oh yeah, no, he's just okay. Very poor on the burnouts. But mate, he's got the win, so yeah. $300 will be going to Jared Filsell, so I'm sure he's happy about that.
I'd imagine that that's probably going to go to a charity of his choice, to be honest, Mr. Filsell, but we'll see what he does with that. Yeah, he's pretty stoked with that. That's hey, hats off to for Brody Kostecki. He just fended off as much as he could for Phil Sell to win that, so that was crazy. Hey, Nick Burling's in here. I might just bring him in here to just have a quick chat before we get the other guys in here. Nick Burling from Burling Motor Group. Mate, you were there for most of that race. You still held on to it. Hey, just talk us...
yeah.
I was going to say, like I said at the start, it was going to be about 2 hours. It was more like 3.5 hours. How you feeling after that?
Yeah, my hand are blistered. My aircon was on because it was so hot. Now it's freezing. But that was a great race, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I was actually up there, and I'm really glad to have supported it. I believe it's probably one of your best turnouts of, well, probably
Yeah,
the ANZ series, would it not be?
Yeah, it's a best turnout, and thanks to you for putting some money up for grabs for well, Jared Filsell's actually taken that out, but Nick, thank you for being our first sponsor of one of our ANZ series. Thank you for racing. It was great to watch you out on track. You were beaten up all over the track, but you still were there at the end. Finished in P15 out of 40 races, so nothing to scoff at. Can I just point out, Nick, that you beat the likes of Tom Pritchard, he was really quick. Teo Sereno, super quick. Steve Kokoschke, he's no mug. Shane Van Gisbergen, you beat him. Kenny Konomos, where was he? He was nowhere. Sean Doyle was behind you. Brody Shepp was behind you. Tim Vaughan, the flying Kiwi, behind you. So hold your head up high for a massive result, and finishing a race was just as hard as winning it, I reckon, tonight.
No worries. Thank you very much. I talk a lot, so I won't anymore, but it was a hell of a lot of fun, and it won't be the last one I sponsor. So,
thanks very much,
Nick. You guys, Aaron, for commentating, and the rest of the team. Good on you.
Thanks, Mick. We'll wrap this up pretty quick, but we'll have a chat with you a bit later, Nick. Thank you for that.
No worries.
Let's bring in.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it.
Sorry, mate, I've cut you off there.
No, you're good.
So what did we have at the end there? We had Brody Kostecki, Jared Filsell. Jared Filsell's in there, and Adam Malone is in there as well. Let's go Adam to start with.
Hey Adam, mate, how was that? I know that was rough, mate. You bat and bruised, mate, but how was that, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. It was a long night in the office, but yeah, that was a good little race there at the end.
Yeah, mate, you looked like you were holding on for dear life there at the end, but a shame it was a bit rough there at the end, mate.
Yeah, no, that's all good. Things happen, so yeah, I'll take third.
Hey, Adam. I know you're a bit despondent about becoming third. Man, what a lineup! I know you guys that came in here, teammates. Can you just yell out some of your teammates you had in there for us?
Yeah, I had Darren McKenzie, Andy J. Barber, and Tom Pritchard, and I was working with a couple of other guys that weren't in my team, but we decided to work as a team.
Yeah, 100%. You guys that were battling there, those restarts and the amount of restarts would have got a bit mundane, but that Jared Filsell, Brody Kostecki combo that they had there, that restart, obviously worked really well for them. As hard to navigate around that.
Yeah, it was. I was trying to take off at the same time to stop Brody from cutting in, but no, they just kept doing it. So we tried, but overall, it was a good race.
Yeah, we enjoyed it. There was a lot of clean laps. There was a lot of safety car laps, but there's a lot of clean laps as well. There was a point there where you got the jump, but that Jared actually held you up there to help his teammate. But mate, P3, nothing to scoff at. That was a really great result. Thank you for bringing you and the team to the ANZ series. I hope you enjoyed it. There's a lot of testosterone out there tonight, but I hope there was a lot of clean racing for you as well.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Hey, before you go, Adam, give us a shout out, mate. We haven't had you on here before. Say what you need to say.
What, sponsor wise?
Yeah,
or...
go for it. Whatever you want. Thank your mum, thank your dad, thank your dog. I don't care. Go for it.
Yeah, all right. I'd like to just put a shout out to the wife and the kids, especially you guys for putting on a broadcast. It would have been a long night in the office for yous.
No.
No.
No, you're the one that's sweating it out there on track. So no, you got your office is a lot worse than ours.
Yeah, I was sweating a bit, but no, I put a shout out to the Southern Stars esports team and Tiona Holiday Park, Mishi XL Garage, RBI Trading Cards, and yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Adam, and hopefully we see you again out on track. We've got a heap of different events. I know you guys are a specialist around ovals, so hope to see you guys again. Yeah,
cheers, mate. Thanks for putting it on.
No whackers. We'll bring in Jared Filsell. I don't think we're going to get Brody Kostecki in here at the moment, but that's okay. Jared Filsell, congratulations on the win for one, and congratulations on having a massive teammate Brody to help you get that win.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, it was a pretty cool race. I'm pretty tired, to be honest.
Yeah, well, 3.5 hours around. Yeah, 3.5 hours. I'll keep this short and sweet for you, Jared. 3.5 hours out at Daytona is unbelievable, and I can't believe we put this on at short notice. But having those restarts, take us through what the planning was. Was the plan was to hold up Adam so he didn't get the jump on you guys?
I'd just count Brody in, and then we'd just change it up every restart. Go early, go long, go in the middle somewhere, and then count him in.
So it looks like
that natural reaction time.
It's hard. It's really hard to manage that gap when you're the guy behind. You made up 34 positions. You started at the back. You made your way through. Some of the overtakes you guys did on the I'd say it was the fifth lane up around the top of Daytona. Was it pretty slippery up there? We had some grip.
That wasn't too bad. That was where the less turbulent air was, so it was pretty easy. So yeah, naturally we were slowing them down while going faster. But I don't think anyone was comfortable enough to push. It seemed like we were the only ones that were pushing. So
yeah, for sure. We saw a lot of guys thinking that it was a fuel race. With that many safety cars, it was never going to be a fuel race. But yeah, it's a pity that we lost a few of your teammates out there early on. But do you know what happened with some of the other guys there? One of your teammates, I think the engine might have blown up possibly.
Yeah, that was a miscommunication. Oil temp got high and popped it, unfortunately.
And that was
ended his night early.
That was Shane we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he had. So hey, anyone watching at home, even sim racing, you can get your oil temp, even though it's virtual, you can still get it high and destroy your engine. But hey, Jared, thank you to you. Thanks for the night. Thanks for racing. Thanks for bringing the team along. I know I was just saying to who came through? Adam Malone just before about how much testosterone was out there, but you seem to manage it very well.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I'd just like to give a quick shout out to our team sponsors. Obviously, we've got Wally's eye flags. Unfortunately, that thing would have blown up tonight with the amount of cautions we had. Unfortunately, Woody couldn't make it with us, but his panel beating shop will be pretty busy this week. Bush Flicks, yeah, they did okay. I guess it was probably a pretty good stream for you guys. Not sure where Newman finished, but yeah, he dropped pretty hard there, probably more than Bitcoin. So unfortunately for him, McMillan, no show, unfortunately. So his cogs would have definitely got to work out with that one. There was a lot of crashes in there. It was very unfortunate. Anton's Exotics, again, another no show, but yeah, unfortunately for him, he couldn't get back in time. Andrew's Dental, I think a lot of people could go to the dentist after tonight. There's a lot of shunts.
We were looking at all these sponsors on your livery, and we know what they all refer to. It was really cool to see that on the car.
Yeah, a few more to go. Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Manny's Home Brewery. He hooks us up with the finest home brew from USA, which is cool. Fuel Cell Energy, that's myself. I don't bring anything. I just bring a logo, unfortunately. And we can't forget Rutchy's Dock Shop. He gave us the steering pinion set up for this race and a brake master cylinder, and that's about it. So thanks, Rutch.
Mate, that's a fantastic roll call actually you've gone through with all those gentlemen. Mate, Connor, I'll let you ask some questions, but thanks for racing with us tonight, Jared.
No worries, mate.
I was going to say, mate, what was kind of the feeling out there that we saw you guys starting at the back? What was kind of that goal, just for a bit of fun, or what was kind of that goal in that point of view?
I got a late league invite, so I only rocked up with about 10 minutes to go in practice. So I used quali just to get all my stuff set up.
Hey, you've made 39 other people in here just feel like they're absolutely inadequate when they've come in here and practiced as much as they could and done the whole season for Jared to come in here with 10 minutes practice and just shown you how to race. So, mate, fantastic.
It's only Daytona. You just need to survive for the first 3/4 of the race.
And actually, what I should tell you is $300 from Nick Burling and Burling Motor Group has gone to you.
Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't even know.
Oh,
until,
okay.
old
Okie
mate told me before, so that's cool.
Split,
Thanks for Nick.
Yeah, split that with the team. Yeah, Nick loves his motorsport, and he loved being out on track with yourself and the gang. So, no, again, massive shout out to you guys, and thanks for turning up.
No worries, mate. Thanks for the broadcast as well. I'm sure I'll go back and have a look.
We might get Ben Faulkner in here to have a chin wag just before we all want to go to bed. Hey, Ben.
Yeah, hello.
How you doing, mate? I've just been told that Kyle Ridley won the championship, so congratulations to him. I might bring him in here for a quick chat with before we go too much further. Kyle Ridley, just quickly, I know it's way past your bedtime, but congratulations on a well-deserved championship win. A trophy's coming your way. I don't know, where did you finish that? P4? Yeah, it's P4, wasn't you? Just outside the podium.
Yeah, just outside the podium. It was race of survival, but to pick up a championship, even with missing around, I'm pretty happy. Can't complain. That's the only thing keeping me going in that 3-hour race was I gotta finish.
3 hours? It's 3.5 hours that you guys were out on track.
Especially when you've been up since 3 a.m.
Yep.
It was a slog. So I'm happy it's done, and I just want to thank everybody for the race tonight and for the season.
No worries, Kyle. Look, we'll keep it short and sweet with you. We'll probably do something like we did last season, I'd imagine, Ben, where we congratulate these guys on their wins once we get our GR86s and Formula 4s done. But Kyle, thanks for racing tonight. Go get some well-deserved rest, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Aaron. Will do.
Hey, Ben, just quickly, we'll give you a minute or two. Race control, was that the most was that the best safety car? Sorry, the best race control you've done, or probably the worst?
Yeah, it wasn't great. There was so much going on; it was ridiculous. A lot of people not completely sure on how NASCAR works, and a lot of people that were complaining about a lot of things. So, a big learning curve for a lot of people, or probably everyone.
Yes.
But yeah, so we had big turnout. A lot of people that were causing incidents either got removed or took themselves out, so it ended up being a bit cleaner towards the end. Yeah, other than that, it was pretty intense. We had stuff going on pretty much every lap. But yeah, it was a long race, and glad it's finally over.
We're all Connor. We're all thinking exactly the same thing. We are so glad that this race is over.
I was counting down the minutes.
Counting down the minutes. I mean,
like,
yeah, I'm gonna end this broadcast in about 3 minutes. But to you guys, Ben, that's the end of our NASCAR series. I enjoyed it. I've never done NASCAR before, and so I enjoyed calling the 6 races. It's been 12 weeks of NASCAR. It finished on a massive bang with 40 cars on track, which I couldn't even keep track of. I don't know how you did that in the comms box, trying to keep track of things. Did you save this replay at all?
Yes, I did.
So we might be able to, anyone watching at home still or rewatching this, we might be able to go over this a bit later. In more depth. That'll take about another 3 hours to go through all the incidents. But Connor, take us out, mate. I'll just shut up. I'll shut up and you take us from here.
Thanks to all our sponsors. Thanks to BMG for the 150 Daytona. It's been a 3.5-hour race. I'm absolutely shattered. I think everyone that's been watching, thank you to all those guys who've been watching. It's been consistently 30 people watching the whole time. It's been a killer of a race as in every aspect, but it's been absolutely great. Thanks for Aaron sitting here for 3 hours just talking to me, having a yarn for 3 hours. I think he'll be sick of me by the time we finish this up, but yeah, thanks to all that, and yeah, thanks for the rest of our sponsors down at the bottom left, and thanks for Curtis Bird putting that new video on, and yeah, thanks to everyone else. See you next time.
Toodles!